Yo, yo, yo. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up, Matty Ice? What's up, King Carnage? Eric, Aloha, Andrew, Matty Clams, John G, Kevo, Optioneer, good to see you. Adam, good to see you. Dr. J, good morning. I have to wait another 5 minutes, but I'm waiting to draw the overnight fib because I would generally just love to have that drawn. The thing on your screen right now, or I guess I could show you. Is this chart, I believe, yeah. And so this one is just, if you grab the close of this day down to the open of this day to get that gap down, this is just kind of what we battled with towards the highs of Friday. We're actually going to be starting a little bit over that, a lot over that, not even close. If I turn this on, you'll see exactly where the hell we're at. So you can see we're not that close to it. So kind of waiting to see what is our today's open, and then I'll go ahead and here I'll make this a little easier to see. I'll be grabbing from Friday's close up to wherever the hell we're opening, and then that can give me another good fib. But overall, these should be your base levels. Should already have this set and ready to go. The main level we were kind of planning around this morning was 595.60s. But you can see we just recently lost that, so that'll be a huge pivot point right at the open. But what is the biggest point on this chart, though? It's probably going to be this highlighted area because this is where we broke above in pre-market, but not in the open market yet. So whatever the hell this bottom one is, what is that? So 593 to 593.60s. Everything revolves around that right now. If we're above it, we're bullish. If we're below it, we're probably breaking back down. And again, this is all short-term talk. This isn't like I'm sitting here giving the outlook for SPY for 6 days from now. I'm talking about an hour or two from now. You know, what is it going to try to do? Good morning, Susan. Good to see you. The volume's good, right? My volume or voice is good, and the music's fine. If there's any issue with that, just let me know. Gonna be gone the first 30 minutes of the open, then I will be back. Totally fine. It's probably okay anyway. Guys, we have about a minute and a half till the open. And then it's free reign. Which I think a lot of us are probably expecting bullish continuation anyway. At least from our chat. I don't know about the general opinion of everybody, but I know from my chat, a lot of you were pretty bullish going into the weekend, so this shouldn't be a surprise to most people in our group. I'm really happy that I didn't stream a lot that kind of New Year's week. That was a weird week. But I'm glad that we did do the Thursday and Friday stream, because that Thursday stream, it's like we sat there and we were there, and it was just like the most bearish feeling market ever, and it was like, yeah, but everything's returning to a shoulder. We talked about the upside potential, and then the very next day, everything gapped up and is flying. And today, that continuation day, kind of a follow up, we're just continuing on that momentum. We haven't really given it up yet. And pre-market's going crazy. Market opens in a few seconds, guys. Be ready. And I can't wait to finally draw this. Of course, it's like right there. It's not really much of a game changer. I might edit this and just color it differently. I don't want to do orange because, nah, we'll do a flat orange. So the dotted line, that'll kind of remind me. Alright, so we're above a lot of bullish levels right now. Not just the zone here, but also the overnight gap. The only real short-term barrier you have in the way is pre-market high. But again, just keep in mind we're already above a lot of good bullish areas. So unless we get a pullback in the first, 20, 30 minutes, I don't really see this getting hurt today. Which, in my opinion, would be a great thing if this pulled back in the first 20, 30 minutes. Come down here, build some higher lows, but they might not have to. They've already done this test in pre-market. They just did this big pullback and then retake again in pre-market. So they might not need to come back down first. Given ourselves that early context, this kind of tells us that buyers are definitely present early on. It's not just, ooh, big green candle. But that's my take on the market. You guys let me know what y'all think. I know everybody has different opinions. I also don't like to just sit here, though, and be like, today's going to be green, today's going to be red. Like, it's good to be confident in a potential direction, but I would never sit here and, or you should never sit here and be like, yep, I'm full-on bearish or full-on bullish today. It's just not healthy. You should have, like I said, you should have conditions that make you that, right? You can feel bullish and bearish all you want, but you have something that's triggering, that's telling you to be bullish and bearish in that exact moment to an exact target, And if not, then it's, again, who cares? It's just coulda, woulda shit. It's not really going to help us. Oh, I guess I could turn this back off again. Oh, and we shared this. Oh, wait, not this one. My bad. That's the wrong chart. We shared this chart the other day in the Discord, kind of reminding everybody just the basics of the zones going from the far left here. And pretty impressive when they pulled back after this impulse move, where they came down to. But what's more impressive is not just the fact we've got back up to this zone, is if you go from our latest move down, right, we've already gone over halfway of that move. We've gone over the golden pocket of that move. So it's pretty impressive already. Not just this higher opening green candle, but where we've gone to just over the weekend. Very impressive on the bigger time frame. It's kind of nice to see like the macro side of things and then move back into the smaller. Just to remind yourself what the hell's going on. It's good to give yourself that context of where are we, so we're not in complete disarray of like what the hell's going on. But pretty nice move so far today. like I said from the pre-market guys, you might not get that retest down first. We might get a move up first, which is kind of crazy to say. But kind of using the today's open at 595.60 to give myself a little bit of a downward feel towards the halfway point of the overnight gap up. But keeping those retests from pre-market in mind. Send a little screenshot to chat. How was everyone's weekend though in the YouTube stream? How was everybody doing on the since Friday? This sucks though. We do have a closed market Thursday. But I will try to stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. Maybe Thursday we can do like a workshop thing, or maybe we just post in chat or something. I don't know. All right. Yo, what's up, Chimera Drilling and Spicy Pepper? I see y'all on the Discord stream. I'm trying to keep both YouTube and Discord open more often because I've gotten so used to just looking at one at a time, but it is helpful to just have them both open. Come on, YouTube stream, wake up. How's everyone's weekend? Nobody even typed a single thing. That's crazy. I was just asking a simple question. Good? Good, that's good. Yeah, the weekends are a little weird right after that Christmas and then New Year's kind of break feel. Played cricket, damn. Just chilled mostly, hell yeah. Nothing wrong with that, of course. I was just thinking if anybody did anything wild. Making some coffee. What kind of coffee do you drink? You spent a lot of time studying, good stuff. Yeah, again, and I'm not just talking to one of you, so dear God, if any of you take this personal, I swear I will blow up on you. But if you guys have questions about what you're actually doing with this system, it has to be, you can't come to my stream and be like, hey Bueller, can you teach me Bollinger Bands? No, motherfucker, I don't use them, right? So don't do that to me. But if you guys are worried or busy or working on something that you want to work on in the stream, please bring it in here. Trade reviews, all that good stuff, bring it in here, please. There's so many times I've sat here at the very end of the stream, or we've sat here for an hour straight where I'm just like ranting and going over things, and I'm asking, hey, does anybody have any questions? Nobody speaks up, right? But as soon as I end my stream, I'll get like 5 or 6 of you messaging me, and it's like, guys, I was just streaming, holy God, right? Like, this is the place to do this stuff, because if you ask me in DMs and then I answer you, and then let's say I answer you right away, bam, I'm just on it right for some reason that day. It still isn't helpful because I'm not sharing it with other people, right? That's the literal whole point of these streams and the videos that I make. It's so somebody can go back and watch it again, right? That's the whole point. On almost every single one of my streams I've ever had on my entire channel, it's not just, oh guys, it's breaking above this level. Like, no, there's moments where we see the market's not doing shit, so we take advantage of that time and we go over things that we're either struggling with or want to progress with and stuff like that. So bring that energy into the streams, guys. If you have questions, if you have things you want to just make a comment on. It doesn't always have to be question stuff. It can just be you saying, hey, it's also this or that. Maybe you're trying to help out somebody. Bring that into here, you know? It's amazing to me how many of you will message me right after a stream ends, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, do you think I have the energy to talk about this stuff for another 2 hours after we just streamed for 4 hours straight? Like, so I'm just saying, guys, bring that energy here. Bring it here. This is where we work on stuff. I go over so many people's trades in here. Anytime someone asks, we go over it. Maybe not right then and there, because sometimes that's the heat of the market, but you know what I mean. No, yeah, no. And I'm not trying to be rude. I genuinely want people to know, like, bring that energy here if you're serious. Like, what? There's moments where I'm sitting here asking questions and nobody will say anything. It's like, bro. I just broke down the setup for like 32 minutes straight. I'll be like, what's your questions on the, any questions on this, guys? Nobody speaks up. As soon as stream ends, bam, 5-6 questions. Like, what the fuck? I was just asking for y'all to ask. You missed the wick down? My bad. Let me go to the other chart setup. It's not what I was wanting. Oh, yeah, it was. Never mind. I got exactly what I wanted. Kind of using this left side chart to give myself a little bit of like, I mean, really, like I said before, I'm sorry to keep repeating myself, but context, because I want to know where the hell am I. And then this chart to kind of show me what's actually happening, like right there in the moment. And sometimes I have to refix this chart to be zeroed on the right. But that's fine. Good to see you, Carnage. Good to see you, Kevo. Always best to do it in here so others who may have the same... Exactly. That's exactly what it's for. So other people are going to have that exact question. Like, don't think if you have a question that you're the first person to think of it. Like, I promise you somebody's asked that question already. Or a similar question. Maybe it's not the exact, you know, word for word, bar for bar, but... New high, by the way. This is actually a pretty decent look so far on the 5-minute. 1 minute, it's just a combination of higher lows over and over. You got a little bit of a low here, battling for current day open. You got another one here, you got another one here, so good combination here. It's only been 11 minutes, though. I don't think we should get too freaked out. That's why I'm taking the time to talk to you guys a little bit more. But any good context updates are definitely helpful, because this could definitely get you into a better trade. But I do like those higher lows already. PMI in 4 minutes, gotta fucking love that. What's up, Eric? Good to see you, man. Hope your weekend was pretty chill. Hope the family's doing good. You got to the weird part? Oh, let's go. Yeah. Don't talk about it in here. People will be like, what the hell are they talking about? I'll message you. I'll message you after stream, Dr. J. Jeez, I can't speak. That's funny as hell. I was getting curious. Good morning, Mel. Good to see you. Hope the weekend was great. Just scalped for my target amount and done for the day. Damn, boy. Good stuff. Yeah, I've been trying to give like bullish emphasis all morning without like pressuring anybody in here too heavily. I don't want to make anybody's decision for them. We even talked about why the retest down might not have to happen early on this morning. If anybody in here caught the pre-market part of the stream, it was towards right before the market opened, part of pre-market. It's not like we were here stupid early. I hope any of that made sense to you guys. Why we didn't need to go back down instantly for a retest. Anytime we gap up, don't always look for us to go down for a retest. Sometimes us just going straight up instantly is what's most likely going to happen. I just really like the retest that we're in pre-market. Not really using them as like, oh, I'm going to look for a trade off these. Like, no, just kind of noting it down. Like, oh, okay. It's doing that pretty well. Nice. Okay, we didn't just break up. It actually came back down, held things. Because that would be an uglier pre-market. Just a straight up pre-market. That would suck. So anybody in here who caught that and made sense of that, I'm glad you're here listening, because it was just good context, and I feel like that kind of thing happens all the time. Not just for up, not just for down, just in general. Good morning, Ace. Good to see you. Hopefully your weekend was great. Who tagged me an off topic? Oh, it was Adam. You're right. I'm glad you sent the picture, because if you just typed that out, I wouldn't have believed you. That's actually kind of funny. Pretty close to our target at 598.20s. Not really close, but pretty close. It's only been the first 14, almost 15 minutes of the day. Oh, right as I said it, 15 minutes. Pretty good pre-market movement. Really good after open movement. We can see no real test under today's open to really give us any fear of downside just yet. At least out the gate. Seeing us kind of have this inside bar breakout too. First 10-15 minutes, really good sign as well. And then we could see, you know, the 1 minute here. We already talked about the higher lows, but that little scary dip that happened here on that 5 minute really quick and then went back up could also be seen as another higher low, especially if we hold this new high, which we've already done. Already hit the new high. I don't even know if I spelled Michael Burry right, but we're going to send that. And yeah, that first 598 area level, whatever you want to call it, it's getting hit now. So we'll see, do we rest under this? Do we consolidate it all? Do we just break above this and continue on this bullish streak towards 600? At this point, I don't see why we don't just hit 600. Like, it's a good psych level. It's right above our head. Right now, as I say something, SPY is up 1%, so it's not like we're having, you know, an up 2% or 3% day, even if we do hit 600. So it is in the realm of possibility, is what I'm saying. But good to see that first target being hit right out of the gate. Just typed in chat, very bullish in the stream today. 600 is possible, but keep eyes on the 598.20s for that potential. Because, again, you don't want to just freak everybody out and be like, guys, it's bullish. Don't want to have everybody buying too late. Yo, what's up, Andrew? Oh, my bad, you already... I thought you were going to be gone. Yo, how was, didn't you ice fish this weekend? Or do something crazy? Short meeting, good stuff. Got out of your MBU 91 call for a decent 350% profit. Glad I got in before end of day Friday. I can get my dunks now. Yo, round of applause for Optioneer. He can get his dunks. Good stuff. Boss just complained about Trudeau. You Canadians, you're just so predictable these days. Watch, I'll get like some random person into office in y'all's country, and you'll just start progressing forward like crazy. And yes, I went ice fishing for 8 hours. We caught 3 fish. What? Yo, you can't say you didn't try, though. You really can't beat yourself up. I would say 8 hours is a pretty good attempt. That sucks, though. Me patiently waiting. Definitely smart, Kevo. We have really good context on the day now too. We know bulls are in complete control. It's not even a argument at this point. And it's not just, ooh, big green candle. And no, it's what we saw in pre-market this morning, what we talked about then, to what we talked about all the way up to now. Just everything we've gotten up to now telling us, yeah, bulls are here. First 20 minutes are about to go by here in about 30 seconds. He said, dog, we had the underwater camera and everything. Just fish, weren't they? Probably caught a good buzz. Yeah, what do you drink on an ice fishing trip? Is there a special drink? I would love a pre-market high test. That would be pretty nice. It wouldn't really surprise me if we just broke above 598.20 and then just continued on. I mean, just look at that 1 minute chart on the right side. It's just straight up higher lows the whole time. And this is what I'm talking about to give yourself like a better trade. Like, and you don't have to do this with the 5 and the 1. You can literally do this with any combination of time frames. This is just what I'm comfortable with. So find your own setup that what you're comfortable with, but you're using one to help you on the other. Like, it's like, oh, I see where we are. I see what we've done. I can see, you know, you're using your context. And then the right side, it's like, okay, now I'm actually taking my trade. You're able to be a little bit more decisive because it's right then and there, you know. You're not delayed at all. Took blender and generator on the ice one. Margs for all. Damn, Margs on a ice fishing trip would be crazy. Depends what you like. We brought Jack and Coke, but I'm an old man who likes whiskey. Also Jaeger. Okay. No, I mean, these feel like ice fishing drinks, you know. I was just curious if there was, but what did Ace do this weekend? What did Ace Ventura do this weekend? I gotta know. I know Ace did something crazy. Shut up, bro. Anybody in here could have guessed that you were going to actually type that. Can you just give me an actual answer? No way you're still typing that. If there's someone who committed to the bit, it would be Ace. Ace has committed to the bit beyond measure. It's insane. I could ask him what happened this weekend, and let's say he got married this weekend, for all we know, right? He would still say watched Workshop 11. It wouldn't actually matter. Marriage would come second to Workshop 11. Like, what? I wish you could see how big I was smiling. Yo, what's up, Garden? Good to see you. The one day I'd tell everybody to draw the gap up fib and we don't even go to it. Again, please go towards the kind of, I don't know, it was like 5 minutes before open in the stream. If you want any context on why we were kind of just mentioning that we might not have to go down first before continuing the up move, but it's just good context theory, like going over what recently happened to help us on what may happen next. It's just using clues. It's pretty easy once you think about it. I think that's why I like it. It's just super simple. Kevo said he's in SPY 600 calls. React said same. Alright, we'll come back, but I want to see... what other things are doing. Alright, so Apple had a pretty crucial part of their intraday chart. 243.80s to 244.11. Very important to hold on to. If they do, that's a bullish chart. If not, that's going to struggle. Good shit, coin. We'd love to see you win. It's a 5.5% day so far. Nice, Microsoft. Which I've been waiting for this to just have a crazy day. Like, crazy couple of days, really. It's crazy how far down this one is still compared to the other ones. Other ones, I'm meaning like big weights of the market. Amazon not looking too shabby. Meta's a little ugly, but they're above today's open. Damn, I see why username mentioned Google earlier. Hell yeah, Nvidia. Tesla actually doesn't look too hot intraday. Just being under today's open like that with the lower high. But they are on the gap up, so whatever the gap fib of that chart's probably helpful to watch. Nice AMD in the 130s. Deserve to be much higher, but we'll give you time. And I don't remember all these charts on the intraday. I'm just checking most of the big weights. I think we're good now. Once I get to Netflix, it's pretty much GG on that. I just like to kind of keep myself reminded of, like, where is everything? Now I know what tech weights are up. Now I know which ones are struggling. So it's not a huge surprise when I go check them again in a bit. And all these levels are either emerging candles or recent supply and demand. This is just the overnight gap fib at 50%. I'd show you the halfway points from previous day, but we don't need to apparently. We're just killing it today. Pretty cool though. We went from a gap up to a inside bar breakout into a bigger time frame level. Kind of chilling up against that now. You can see here on the 1 minute we did close above it just by a hair, and then opening a little bit lower on the next 1 minute candle, and not really breaking any structure, so not really worried about this just yet. If you see them break kind of the base of the recent higher low, like right here, kind of where my cursor is now, that would be a red flag, but you can see they're actually wicking that perfectly right now. Yo, what's up, Carter? Good to see you, man. You had a great vacation. It was nice being... Oh, yeah, you did go on vacation, didn't you? In the desert. Damn, what desert did you go to? We had Andrew in the ice. We had Kevo in the desert. You went to the Joshua tree? Damn, I have a tree? I'm joking, of course. Damn, that's interesting. So many Joshuas. Yeah, and really only two of them matter. You know, it's kind of wild that there's that many for only two of them to matter. There's me, of course, and then Josh Brolin. Like, that's it. Every other Josh was a duplicate. A phony. No cause for concern yet. We still see that a little bit of a higher low holding. Again, like I said, if you see where my cursor is on the right side chart, if you see that break, that would be a little bit of a red flag for short-term downside. I almost said something way dumber. But not for much room. You know, the next higher low is about right here, and then, you know, the recent one before that's not even much farther. So we got a couple levels for this to test if this does break, but just highlighting that right now it is still holding, even though it's holding on for dear life. 598.20s though, if you see that pop, it's a good sign for buyers, especially since we've lost that level already once. That would be a good sign to retake it again. How'd you get that 598.19? Probably got lucky. Yeah, I don't know. I just make shit up, I guess. Where is this from? Sometimes I even forget myself. It's an emerging candle from November 8th, 2024. So a little over a year. I know. Witchcraft. Witchcraft. And like Eric already pointed out, and like we were already pointing out earlier, there's also the fib extension targets. Let's say, why did that draw like that? Hold up. Sometimes it doesn't grab the close. There it is. Which we haven't still gotten to it on SPY. He was mentioning SPX, of course. But they also line up with those as well. So it's like, you know, draw it how you want. You could have just a few levels on your screen and have the exact same information as me. Or you could have emerging candles and have the exact same information as me still. You know, so it's really however you want to draw it. You want to be a minimalist. You want to be someone who draws every, you know, level you possibly can. That's fine as well. So everybody in here is different. Some of us can only take so many levels. Some of us can only look at so many. Some of us don't mind. It just really, like I said, personal preference. I keep getting anxiety that this chart is not at 0 bar to the right. Okay. Weird thing to have anxiety about. Just showed up on my chart low-key. Good to see you, Leland. Hope your weekend was great, man. SPY about to blast that 598. We shall see. They definitely have the momentum on their side. It's a weekly level as well. November 4th, weekly close. Jesus. Yeah, it's not even really that surprising to me. I think Garden has done this a few times, or maybe I'm mixing people up, but a few of you in chat have done this to me, where in like DMs or like in the stream, y'all be like, that's a weekly level as well, and it's like, damn, like, I really don't draw the weekly emerging levels. I know I don't really draw. That's like the one big time from I don't really use them, but I really don't bash people for using them. It seems like they're just as effective, if not more effective in some scenarios. And a lot of the time you'll end up mentioning, oh, hey, that matches the weekly level, or that matches this. It's like, damn. Totally cool. Watching Costco for possible calls on the weekly inside bar. Bro, I've been staring at Costco as well. I'm happy you mentioned that. Costco is a beautiful ticker to be watching right now. Was good. Hopefully yours and everyone else's was as well. No, I mean, screw everyone else's, dude. I was just asking about yours. No, I'm just kidding. Talk to him, Kay. 15-minute looking nice. Here, I'll switch this one for a second. Oh, y'all just like green candles. I didn't want to be too biased and like pressure y'all too hard. Above 925 and 934 levels. Dude, I am just now realizing who Optioneer is. I was over here talking to you like some new ass person in here. With extended hours, there are nice hammers off 595. Yo, Optioneer's a dope name, by the way. I don't know where you found that or how you thought of that, but great name. Rolls off the tongue perfectly. Yo, good shit, Kevo. As he was busting through the level, I'm sure is where he was skimming his profits off, but he got 25% calls on his Robinhood account. Good shit, dude. Mr. Consistency. That's who Kevo is. He bought calls into the dip, which at that time it was probably favorable for him to buy at because the options are probably a lot cheaper than what they were like moments before. And then he did the exact same thing on the opposite side of selling it. When he was selling it, as it's breaking through the level, it's like it's probably hitting numbers it hasn't hit yet on that exact contract, the quote. And that's when he sells. That's beautiful. You might look at that chart and be like, he didn't even get that big of a move. It's like, he didn't really need one. He timed it perfectly. I remember when you bought too, because that's when I was like, all right, we'll see if they keep holding on to this support or not. That was smart. Growing that slowly, good shit, dude. Slowly but surely, it sounds like. Just add a sell order and keep it going. And yeah, we are still struggling with this 598.20. I mean, they're bobbing and weaving above it and below it. They're on the 1 minute at least. I'm going to bring this back down to the 5. I'll wait a little bit longer to put it back to the 15 for y'all. We'll wait till we have more info on the screen. I keep wanting to put this as the highest level on the chart, but I'm like, dang, I might as well put it in the middle. I like when I check chat and I see somebody mentioning like Nvidia or AMD is up. Yo, what up, fam? Joining in from 30,000 feet above. Damn! Letter Buck. Wait, are you actually? I'm not doubting it. I'm not even doubting you. I trust you. I'm just double checking. Where are you going to, Letter Buck? Damn, that must be a good plane getting connection to a live stream from YouTube. High key, I'm just one of those people, if I ever get on a plane, I just watch a movie and just forget about time. Damn, what a real one. You hate flights? Yeah, I do too. I didn't mind it this one time, though, where our plane got upgraded. So my seats went from, like, just an average Joe seat to, like, the most tier 1 seat I've probably ever had on a plane. And that was a very nice experience. First class was definitely nice. That was, like, the one time alone that I've done it, but it was amazing. So crammed. Oh, 100%. For reals, headed to Detroit from Denver, business trip. Damn, he was serious. All right. Hold on, let me get a screenshot of that, dude. But you know what? We want to do that. We'll do this. We'll pin it. We'll pin the message to the stream. That's kind of dope. Well, I hope you have some safe travels. You should be fine on Delta. So, not worried about you there. He's like, yeah, we're trying out the new Boeing plane on this business trip I'm on. The door flies off. Well, at least we know who to short if Letter Buck does not come back. Need a ride at the airport? Oh yeah, Maddie's there. Maddie's in Michigan. That .5 is hitting. Good shit, Carter, for updating and letting us know that. It was a little bit higher than the 598.20 level. I remember that. Sometimes when I see that stuff too, you'll see me not just keep it on my screen, because if it's just slightly above it, it really doesn't bother me. And then I think the second extension is, I think it's like within cents of the minus 100%, the 665 level, 600.65. Oh no, dude, 600.65 just reminded me of a level that we haven't set in forever. Oh. God, I love popping my neck. It's probably bad for me, but damn, it feels good. Leland. Ruble count doing well with the spy calls. A little late, but 3 bar plan spy 10-minute. Well, not perfect, lack of volume on the third candle. Hey, but the idea is still there, though. Fantastic, John. Even if the volume isn't matching, the whole concept is right there in front of you. The whole, is it holding this percentage of that candle? Is it breaking above the high? So even if the volume isn't there, it's still good to mention, like you did. Well, I'm glad to hear everybody had a pretty chill weekend, it sounds like. No disaster stories just yet. Let's see how we've done since that little area we were kind of leaving our cursor on. You can see it's about right here. The held, moved up. Very ugly. I'm not going to say a little. It is very ugly there in the 1 minute. But pretty nice retake here on that candle. So kind of curious. Does it just continue on now finally after this ugly price action and continuous retaking of this level again? Does it just full send it now? IWM can't get the follow through. This is probably a good time to go through the sectors. 1 second. Alright, so XLK is actually doing pretty good. Has not slowed down yet. Banks, they have started to slow down a little bit. Discretionary, we already saw that Tesla struggle, so I'm sure Amazon's finally catching up. And healthcare actually looking pretty good. So out of our top... Oh, whoops. I forgot about comms. And they have also slowed down, so... A few of our sectors are actually pulling back a little bit. Not a crazy amount, so it's not like... It's completely crazy to say that we might have reached near our highs recently. But tech is kicking ass, so you can't complain about that. And we just talked about how last week how this is the heaviest weight in the market. You gotta pay attention to it. Sometimes it doesn't matter what other stuff is doing. Sometimes tech just does it. Look at that, new high again. Well, I might just leave it on that chart for a second. Maybe I'll zoom it in. I don't know what these levels are, so maybe ignore some of those. Hold up, what are these levels? Okay, these are zones. I was about to be like, what? Yeah, because normally I'm staring at the bigger time frame on these, so it's normally what I'm looking at. But we're breaking above historic levels is what I'm seeing. Let me mark this just to mark it, and then we'll mark that. And dot it. And there we go. Alright, so we're actually pretty damn close to all-time high on tech. Which, I don't know, maybe I'm dumb, but if we go up to all-time high on tech, this is probably going to be at 600, so I'm going to keep that in mind. Let me fix this again. Oh, I don't have to. See? I checked it again. I'm crazy. Small caps cannot follow through. Also, what is the dollar doing today? The dollar has to be down today. Yeah, it is. I'm also very glad, again, for anybody who's paying attention last week. This was one of the #1 things I talked about in Friday's stream, was just reminding ourselves that the dollar exists and it's very important to watch alongside the overall market. Even if you don't do it day to day, it's still very important. Like I've said many times in the past, it's not a perfect opposite of the market, but it does apply pressure to the equity market that you and me like to trade. So if there's ever any big breakouts to the upside or to the downside, that does have some pressure on the equity market, which is what we like to look at. SPY, Apple, Tesla, Nvidia, all that stuff, it's all equities. But she is trying hard. Stop just under 226, going to make an espresso. Bep. Damn, I'll keep mentioning coffee, and it wants me. I want to go get some coffee. Just hearing it be talked about so much, I could smell it. Nice post by Leland in the trade floor. If anybody wants to check that out. Ooh, good stuff. Riaki said trim dim things. Him and Kevo were both taking call options in the live stream today. I try my best to shout out when you guys enter plays in the chat and stuff, but sometimes I'll say it on Discord and I'm not reading it, and then of course sometimes when I'm reading Discord, sometimes you'll say it on YouTube and I don't mention it, so I try my best to mention y'all's trades when y'all get in. Especially if I see multiple of you bring it up, is when I'll try to say it, because it's kind of nice going off of like, oh, this is what the general chat believes it's going to do, and then it does it, and it's like, oh, nice. You know, it's not just like a 1 or 2 person thing, which it kind of was there. But good stuff, Riak, and good job, Kevo. Kind of taking advantage of the continuation a little bit there. I like those kinds of trades too, because they're not the prettiest on paper, but in theory they're the most genius thing ever. It's like you're just trusting the trend at that point, even if you're not actually focused on a hammer entry or a pullback or anything perfect. Sometimes it's just nice to be like, well, I know trend is up, I'm just going to take risk. So even if it just took getting those first 20-30 minutes of context to have that little bit of trust in buying longs, that's all you need sometimes. Sometimes we get a huge move, sometimes we get a tiny move, sometimes we get a pullback and we're wrong and we just end up taking small losses. Okay. But at least we have 3 doors, right? There's only 3 possibilities that's going to happen, right? Whereas if we're just guessing, there's a chance we're going to lose our whole trade, whole 99%. Do we think we're going to hit 600 today, stream? Do we think we're actually going to hit it today? Yes, yes, yep. Lost 10 minutes of stream, lost signal for a bit, back now. Thanks, B. Needed to change my name. Mr. Santana was getting... Damn, you missed all that? Damn, yeah, I was glazing your new name. Well, I'm sorry your stream is cutting in and out. Ace just saying no just to be against the grain. Which actually, no isn't that crazy of an answer here. They really need to break not just this level, but like the price action that took this level. So it's like kind of like the lows of that. But at that point, you might as well just keep watching what we were already talking about earlier. Pretty much whatever this is. Oh wait, no, that's not accurate at all. Oh wait, yeah, never mind, my bad. Wrong chart. Wrong chart. Whatever that is. 597.50. Which, let me see that again. Okay, so it's like the wicks of what I was looking at. On the 5 minute. Oh. That's insanely hard to see. Man, Ace, when are we playing Counter-Strike again, man? I've been playing solo. Every time I ask Andrew, he's like, I gotta go ice fishing. I gotta have a phone call. I gotta go do stuff. Bro's too social. Bro has too many friends. Like, he's actually popular. It's kind of annoying. Like, fuck, bro. Go be popular and successful somewhere else. Nah, I'm just kidding, Andrew. Look, even SF said it. Get on it, Ace. Yeah, get on it. No, not now. I'm literally streaming. Wait, aren't you at work? He's gonna be like, I got the whole week off. Quotation work. Oh, new high. Can we get the next whole number, 599? 13 cents away on that high. I'm glad y'all trimmed to the very least or took your profits there, because it is just churning people out right here. He's like leaving work after you just got back to work after a 2-week hiatus. Sorry guys, got a dip. Duty calls. How was your 2-week break though, Ace? I hope it was at least restful for you. Get some rest out of it. A little comfy. Even if it wasn't the craziest 2 weeks, you know. Imagine being on break for 2 weeks and playing no Counter-Strike though. It's kind of crazy. Alright, let's see what Discord's saying real quick. No, you messaged at like 10:30 a.m. one day, bro. Who plays first-person shooters at 10:30 in the fucking day? It's not even about if someone's awake or not at that point. It's like, who the hell is playing a first-person shooter at 10:30? Dude, if I tried to find a game at that time, I wouldn't even find a server. Oh, I see what Leland finally said. Hey, good stuff, Mel. Trading coin? I see you. I always love when I see people trade coin. Yo, we gotta look at this trade review. Or we can't really look at anything, but... someone named Cheeky Buns in the Discord said, I lost phone signal Friday trying to sell at about 20%. Ended up swinging it until this morning, and they're up 93%. I was laughing though because the name got me. Honestly, I look into that channel, I just see cheeky buns. Yo, what's up, Lag to Death? Good to see you. SMH is about to enter its gap. Semiconductor stocks can really get to running, is what he said. Maddie, I didn't even see what you said. You said that's hot to him, and then I go to somebody else, I'm like, talk dirty to me. Our chat looks so fucking... I try... Oh, wait, my bad. I thought you typed some more shit. Alright, I'm all caught up now. I just had to make sure everybody was doing good. Maddie, you can't say anything. You just said that's hot. How dare you? Alright. Thank you guys for almost 20 likes on the stream, Rody. It's crazy. It hasn't even been an hour yet since the open, but all the updates, all the talking, all the things we've gone over, it makes it feel like 3 hours have gone by. At least to me. But that's what we do in here. We like to go over stuff. Because stuff is cool. Let's go, Bitcoin. Oh, wait, I can't look at the dollar yet. Dun 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 dun. Bum 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 bum. One brown sugar, shaken espresso later, and IWM is the same place as before. What a message. Maddie, not so nice. One brown sugar, shaken espresso later. Shaken espresso, not stirred. Shaken. Well, they did hit the next whole number at 5.99. It took mini candles on the 1 minute chart there on the right. But we never doubted them for a second, because what have we had all day, chat? Everybody type it. What have we had all day? Don't just say bulls. Don't just say green candles. I swear I'll slap you. What have we had all day? Come on, give me the answer that I want. No, Ace. He said this dude said each other. Alright, well, you're not wrong. We did have each other. But what did we have? Somebody please get this right. If you're staring at this right side chart, what is the one word that pops into your head? This dude really said each other. See, I'll see what I'm talking about. I can never get a serious answer out of him. Higher lows, exactly. Higher lows. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, uppies, yes. We've had many uppies. The .618, or the negative, sorry, .618 hit. Good shit. Out 20% on 2 cons. Round of applause for Carter. Good job, Kevo. Good job, React. Good job, Carter. Good job, anybody in here who was with us as we were going over why we're probably going up today. That was fun to go over. Good shit, though. I'm glad to see some of you taking action on it. I was going to say spy uptrend and bullish content. Yep, that would have worked, too. I would have taken that. Alexis, I think we both know I would have taken that. You using the word context just gets me, you know? Like, I'm basically your best friend if you start using that word. Done with spy. Good shit, Mel. And good job on coin. Andrew said higher highs and higher lows. I like to see that. Good stuff, though. Keeping it simple. You know, it can get really hard to get lost inside of all these moving, you know, all these moving parts and pieces around the market, but just keep it simple. Just like we're watching a movie or reading a book. That's how I always like to break it down. It's just, what have we seen in the first part of this movie or show to maybe help me out and at the end of the show or movie, whatever the hell we're watching. Right? Would I have guessed that Matthew McConaughey was going to go through a black hole towards the end of Interstellar? No. I don't know if anyone would have guessed that. I mean, you'd been pretty smart if you did, but I think we could have guessed some of the other things, though. You know, what's a big movie? I guess I should use a big movie everyone's seen. Like, you're not going to get the whole ending right, but, like, it's just the general consensus of it, and then using other pieces of context that later come to your chart or later follow up or pop up to you, like, that should allow you to increase, like, oh, I'm even more bullish or I'm even more bearish. Like, it's like getting that first layer of, like, I'm bullish or bearish, and then, like, adding to it after that. Like, you're just stacking to that layer so you can trust whatever you're trying to do more. Dude, I'm not ruining Interstellar. You are late, bro. Somebody, I'll Google it right now. What year did this movie come out? Bro, that came out in 2014. You were way too late. That is not ruining shit. That's like saying somebody ruined Walking Dead for you. It's like, bro, that shit's been out forever. He said it just popped up on Netflix. Oh, that is true. That is true. It did just pop up. I didn't watch it, but I did see that it popped up on there the other day. It was like a week or two ago. Bro, Dr. J's comment, that one just stuck out of everywhere. It said that Luke's father is also his crush's father. Bro, it's funny you say that because I just watched a video on how fucked up Star Wars really is, and it was like talking about that. Like, that was one of the aspects of it. That's what happens to my algo, though, if I watch too many Jar Jar Binks is the Sith videos. Yo, good morning, Andreas. How you doing, big boss? Interstellar is the perfect movie reference. Thank you, Keith. Somebody needs to shove that into Ace, because he has still yet to have seen Interstellar. What was the other movie you haven't seen that broke my mind, Ace? I'm not even trying to have a roast Ace session here, but there was another movie he hasn't seen that I was genuinely surprised. It wasn't like... It was Interstellar and something else. He says, I've never watched Walking Dead. I'm not. That's totally fine if you haven't. Oh, Departed. Yeah, that one's crazy to me because, like, that movie's kind of a banger. Departed, for anybody who doesn't remember, is the movie that has Leo and Matt Damon. I mean, it's got like 100 people in it, if we're being honest. It's got Jack Nicholson and a bunch of other people. Mark Wahlberg, Martin Sheen. But this movie's a banger, and he hasn't seen it. I'm sure there's other ones, though. I don't know. I had never seen Good Will Hunting till, like, 2 weekends ago. So, I mean, who am I to say, you know? By the way, that movie is a banger. I hope he has seen Shawshank Redemption. Probably not. If we're talking about Ace, it's probably not. I'm just defaulting to probably no. Wait, why is Sinful saying nice to Leland like that? What did Leland do? Oh. So Spy is going into a black hole at Power Hour. You heard it here first. Yep. That's what I meant. See, Leland's listening. Everybody here is listening, but he's listening. We're all playing checkers. Bro's playing chess. I already forgot the movie Sinful put me on. That movie was a banger. I forgot the name of it. I keep mixing it with like another name because it was amongst a list of names that he gave me. And so I keep mixing the name up like an idiot. But it was the movie that had like 50 actors in it. That movie was so freaking good. No, not Brokeback Mountain. Oh, Snatch. Snatch, dude. I thought of the name right as I was trying to think of the other one, because it was like Lock, Stock, and Smoking Barrels or something. That's the one I keep trying to mix it with, which is completely wrong. Yes, dude, Snatch. Dude, Snatch is so good. Grab some SPX 6035 here. Thank you for the update, Kevo. And he gave us the average, 1.25. Thank you, dog. Preach. So just buy like 1,000 of those, right? And then retire? Oh, Lag to Death said 6 cents. That is a pretty good movie. Whispers. Jensen, NVIDIA CEO, has a press conference after the bell today. And Discord chat's just full of comedians right now. Good post by username. I always love me a Netflix chart, especially when it's a daily time frame. Bro, on God. Leland just said Netflix and meta recoveries from 2022 need to be studied. See, you can go back to streams, and there's so many breakdowns of me going over why Netflix will recover, but I never once said meta would recover. I think I've always stated that they would never. The fact that they both did in the exact same way, almost in the exact same pacing too. I think Netflix was a hair quicker, but it's just impressive. Like, you're right, they do need to be studied. I mean, think about it. What Meta did to get where they got from that gap down, from all those gap downs. It wasn't just one; there was multiple. I mean, they basically shot themselves in the foot, and still recovered. Now Netflix did too, but I don't know. I've always had way more faith in Netflix for some reason. Like, I know people are gonna watch it. Now with Meta, it's like their own decision. Could they have stayed? Sorry, I'm like reading messages at the same time and I'm brain farting. Could they have stayed that same company, or did they need to move into this whole like metaverse world idea? Oh damn, Linwood. I actually feel bad for you now. My bad. I didn't mind ruining it for Ace, but my bad. I mean, visually, I can't ruin it for you, though. Like, visually, you should still see it. You know what's sad is PayPal sold off hard, just like Netflix might have stayed limp. Yeah, but PayPal still has time. PayPal still has time. They kind of went through a proving ground phase, PayPal. They were like, oh shit, new CEO, new kid on the block. Then they were like, let's see if he's worth a damn. And then it's like, oh wait, he's actually great. We love this guy. Just kidding. So, I don't know. I like PayPal, but I think it's going to be very slow. Like, the recovery up on the chart is going to be slow, but I think that one's going to be great to own for the next, so odd years, so number odd years. PayPal just has so much grip on payment processing. On the monthly, it did a 90. Damn, that looks so good, actually. Yeah, I think, again, but you also got to remember, though, I think PayPal's sell-off was quicker, was it not? Because I think Netflix and Meta both took about a year and a half. Or maybe I'm high. But either way, I think just fundamentally they will recover a lot slower. They're not as aggressive an idea as something like, I mean, maybe not Netflix, but like Meta for sure. Either way, though, I definitely like that chart. That is pretty beautiful. And yeah, I was telling people last week, like, it's probably not time to buy more right now, but if you do ever see it dip down again, like on the weekly, or I like your chart actually, the monthly, like into like 75, 80, like that's not really a bad spot for someone who's trying to hold it for years, not just a couple months. A couple months, that's a different story. But I think 120 is a good like average to get towards. Like I think that's where it's trying to go. I'm not saying have shares at 120. I'm saying I think you want to have shares in a beneficial spot to go towards 120. Anything beyond that, it just needs more time to sit there and be like, yeah, it's going to 200. Like, yeah, maybe. I'm not going to sit here and realistically say that it's going to do that this year. I think 120 is fair game this year. 200s, not quite yet. A lot more time is needed. It makes you want to go back and finish it. Good, dude, you should. Bro, how many Jerrys are there in chat? Bro, have y'all ever typed at Jerry in chat? There's like 3 Jerrys in chat. Who would have thought? I bet 2 of them aren't even him. Letterbuck adding an emoji from 30,000 feet. What a legend. Yeah, this is a fake Jerry. Wait, Jerry, I think there's multiple Jerrys in the Discord. Only one of them has roles. Yeah, this is the real one. 714 SA. What the hell are these other accounts? Wait, Jerry, you're in the Discord voice chat now. My bad, I just saw you. Are these other accounts you, or what's going on here? I'm actually confused as hell now. Because normally, duplicate accounts don't type. That person typed as if they were like you or, like a real trader or something. That's the funny part. Watch, he's going to be like, no, I have an iPad, a phone, and a computer account. Oh, that is your backup. Okay. Alright, I'm glad I asked you. I had to know, because, like, one of them had a membership, one didn't. So I'm like, wait, is one a duplicate then? Here, let me do this. It's the same thing. There we go. Now you won't get banned or your message won't get deleted if you type it in all caps. My bad. I'm not joking though. If you type at Jerry, there's a third one. Do you have a third account as well? Oh no, never mind. That's a different name. Delete what I just said. Alright, cool. I'm glad we clarified that. I screwed that up. Alright, what are y'all saying here in YouTube? Check out hymns. Type @green and look at all the bots. Wait, is it really that bad? @green. Waiting for this next 15-minute candle, says Kevo. Will the real Jerry please stand up? The real Jerry stood up. He joined the voice chat instantly. He sensed something was afoot. 1 minute has changed to a downtrend, but still uptrend on the higher time frames. Wait, why does the 1 minute change to a downtrend? Oh, because we broke that base? We broke that base, but we didn't break the level yet. But I'm in your seat, your same seat, though. I think I would have just worded it differently. But I'm in the same seat as you. It's like kind of 50-50 where we are now. It feels like we're still in a nice uptrend, but someone has definitely slowed us down a bit. Which I think when we were looking, it was a combination of sectors. It wasn't just like one or two. It was multiple. Good update. Who was that? Dr. J, good update. Metaverse and now fake AI. Yeah, bro. When I told a couple people about the fake AI profiles, dude, not a single person made sense of it. See, you know what the sad part is? They've already been around. Now it's like, now they're integrating them more to where they're going to actually be a little bit more helpful. It's not just for like, you know, random crap, but I don't know. I don't know how that's going to go down. Then again, though, every time I have hated on a new Zuck idea. Well, that's not true. I hated on Metaverse, and that completely failed. All right. Well, besides Metaverse, that's the only thing that I've been wrong about. I've been right about. Everything else is I've been wrong about. So, who knows, man? Metaverse could pull it off. If anyone could, they somehow could. You forgot to add that the emerging level is still holding, which I think is a potential 90. Yeah, definitely was pretty damn close if it wasn't. But welcome everybody in the YouTube stream. Definitely be sure to drop a like on today's stream. I wanted to do a full week of streams, but we don't have a market on Thursday. I blame Dr. J. We probably had an open market Thursday, and then he called up some random committee and was like, hey guys, we really need to take an observance day. Bam. No market Thursday. Phone call, man. The power of a single phone call. He said, blame me, you sound like my wife. No, I'm not. It's not actually his fault. It is. I did make that call, but I thought it was the President Carter in chat. Oh, you thought it was the different... Oh, okay, fair enough. He thought it was one of ours. I already done the same thing. Maddie Clam said, no, it's my fault. Why is it your fault? I mean, I'm totally down to push the blame all onto you. I just need to know why. Good post by Kevo in the trade floor if anybody wants to peep that. Leland and Kevo keeping us humble with the white backgrounds on the chart. You're swinging in triple Q for next week. Good stuff. Calls, I'm assuming? I would hope. Also, when did you grab them? Like, did you just grab them today, or did you have them from before? If you already had them from before, even more better for you. Oh no, username is typing. Oh. Took the over 101 on Jimmy Carter. That's crazy. You know, I wouldn't even be surprised if you could have bet on something like that. The things you can bet on in today's world is absolutely wild. Like, y'all remember when they first added, you know, betting on, like, who wins the presidency? Look how popular it was during Kamala and Trump. Like, that was actually nuts. And I think that was only the second or third presidency they've had that going for, at least on most betting sites, but I'm sure you could have done something before that. It's just crazy how popular that shit got. Especially on like the funnier stuff, like I just explained, like on like voting on who wins the presidency. Like that's, you would take it as a joke at first, but then you see how many people are actually participating. You're like, holy, that's a lot of money. Damn, good updating by username on Amazon. Again, if y'all want to use it as a template, you can, but I really like when you guys go in there and post. I don't even care if it's a trade you're in or if it's just something you're watching or something you're testing. I don't care. But I really love when you guys go in there and you update from it. You go and you reply to that post and then you update like, hey, this is what happened from there. Because it's giving you really good practice on, like I just said, reading context. It's really helpful. But that's what he just did, and it's kind of nice. He's been following Amazon. Even if it's just something you're watching for just the day, it's fine. It doesn't always have to be something you're actively updating every single day, every single week. It's okay. You're going to not want to update it a couple days. It's fine. Those higher lows are just holding and holding and holding. $600 is very possible, like we said earlier. He said it's true. The truth is revealed. You're digging Walmart calls here, holding 92 price level, targeting 93 and 93.50. Oh, new high on SPY, 599.15. The people want 600, chat. The people want it. I'm digging Walmart calls. I'll check that and Hims out here in a bit. Leland mentioned Hims, and now you're mentioning Walmart. I also want to look at McDonald's later. I think McDonald's is a good one to keep an eye on. MCD. Maybe a little John Deere action. Seeing Optioneer is still throwing me off. Because I see your profile pic and I'm like, dude, somebody hacked Alexis. He's gone. Damn, you had two good names cooked up. He said Trin Santana? That's actually not that bad. I don't know, your name's pretty good. Like, you just got an easy name to use. You have a powerful sounding name. Now, Optioneer was the good choice. That's a very good name. Like a alias, you know what I mean? I'm glad you didn't go with the other one, though, because too many people would have been calling you Trin Santa. They would have not even been reading it all. A set until you switch to yeah, then it doesn't apply anymore. Alright, well, I guess we can take a second to go check some of those daily time frames out that you were talking about. Hymns. Which we had gone over this in the past. I haven't looked at it in a while. Really nice bounce from a really good area. I think I'm curious to see if, one, they break the kind of flat of this, I guess the close of the green candle. Or do they give us a better higher low, which I would love to see that. Because the recent impulse move, yeah, I was going to say, it's got to be above it. Above the halfway point of the recent move from low to high. That'll be interesting. Possibly flipping that trend. And then what was the other one? Oh, Walmart. I had like 5 tickers in my head and I was like, which one was it? Yeah, this has like that same look too. This is the exact same look actually. I think a lot of these charts are gonna have that look. No, John Deere doesn't. Cost is kind of decent. I like this because it's already hit 1,000 and it's pulled back almost to 900. So I don't know, just based on numbers, it's kind of cool that it already did that. But not over a good level. So definitely interested in this though, because if you look closely, we're actually stuck inside of that candle still. So that's interesting. If there's any stock that'll recover and randomly be up again, though, it'd be this one. Walmart, though, not a bad idea. Good job, Alexis. And then Hims, I like that one, too, honestly. I can't hate on it. It's the same template. Some of them might need a better higher low to get a better follow-up for an entry. But if they just continue on, we can't really hate, can we? I'm definitely not gonna complain about a trending market. Nvidia kicking ass. It's already back up to all-time high, basically. You might as well just say that's going to 175. See if AMD gets to follow some of that momentum over the next couple weeks, if that is still continuing, of course. Like Rob Taylor mentioned in chat earlier, SMH. I like that he brought that up. You told him to wait for retest, rip, huh? That's funny. I mean, out of the lesser of two evils advice, that was the advice to give. Not like we're in the business of giving advice, but I'm just saying, like, if a friend was to ask me something like that, that's probably what I would have said, too. It's hard to tell someone to just buy, like, when we're that close to all-time highs, knowing what has been and what could be, you know? But, I don't know, we're in a trending market right now, so it's hard to pinpoint that, you know, what's right, what's wrong. Gotta gauge that for a little bit. That's funny. Man, I won't lie, Reddit had some funny stock market posts this weekend. I really need to start saving some of them. Why am I getting Leland tweets from January 4th? Why is this in my algo? Oh my god. Oh my god. Leland and Sinful, I have content. Oh my god. Okay, so this was the post. And then I need the reply. Bro, this reply is actually from like the year 1770. Oh my god. I swear every time I see Sinful, it's something about buying more Bitcoin. Alright, my bad. Back on track. SPY slowing down, but we already kind of talked about that. Nothing really new to break down there. But we could look at what's causing this. What's doing it, Mr. Krabs? Let's look. So, tech has hit a pretty notable high. We talked about this being a wow, it was, what, 7 cents away? 7 cents away from that level. We actually talked about tech very recently because they were one of the few that were still trying to move up when we had a couple slowing down, like banks and comms. And, I mean, even discretionary was looking a lot worse then. Healthcare at the time was actually one of the few helping them. But it was cool that we just brought it up because the dotted line is the all-time high. I think the highest emergent candle is 241.13. That's what that is. So that's interesting. Basically telling us that SPY's largest, most impactful sector is basically at an all-time high. It's not there, but pretty close. God damn it, Central. Content boys, you know it. The Reddit stock RDDT is also very strong. How does that chart actually look? I couldn't even picture it in my head right now if you asked me to. 180 a share. You know what? Valid. Valid. Pretty valid. I mean, there are people who like are on Reddit like 68 hours a day, even though that's not possible. So, you know what? Very valid. This is a very valid price for this chart. Still baffled the market is closed Thursday? Bro, for real. What in the Jimmy Carter scam did we just get for us to not have Thursday? Also, why Thursday? Why? So they can basically render Friday useless as well? Wow, thanks. Thanks for a back-to-back 3-day week, basically. I hate how they do that. It's like, bro, they could have done it on a Monday or a Friday. Like, come on. Thanks for fucking up the market for 2 days for nothing. Does anyone in here besides Sinful even remember when that man was even president? Like, no one cares. Like, so why why is it taking away from the stock market? It makes no sense to me. It's a federal holiday. I get it, but what the fuck? And it's also closed on the 20th? Oh my god. January sucks. By the way, I'm not downing Jimmy Carter. It's just like the market not being open on a Thursday. Like, come on, bro. You just gave us a 4-day weekend, basically. You just bought a couple hundred shares of BKNG. Does BKNG think splits are illegal? Bro, only Sinful could think to ask a question like that. Did they think they're illegal? Bro, does this not look like Carvana before Carvana died? Alright, picture this in your head right now, right? It's like the same image almost. Which, in my honest opinion, this deserves to be under 100 a share. It's kind of a crime that it even got this high again. I don't care what changes were made. No changes completely change a company in 1 year. How's old FedEx doing? I haven't looked at FedEx or Target in a while. Target, I feel like, is a sleeper, dude. I feel like it's a sleeper because even I forget about it. This thing just loves to just grind back up slowly over time. This is like your Walmart, your Costco type charts. It's just like, you know it's inevitable that it will go back up over time. You just hate to be that person that's always looking at it because it's just sometimes it's really slow. Sometimes it doesn't feel like it's in a timely manner. It feels really shitty. But damn, do they perform. What are some other tickers we haven't looked at in a while in here? I already looked at RTX. Wait, why do you want to look at Moderna again? When you bring up Moderna, are you looking at just the chart, or are you also thinking about like fundamental reasons, or? I don't mind looking at it though. Alexis, we can look at it more. To be fair, it doesn't actually look that bad right now. I like this little higher low base, attempting to try to break a little bit more of this trend. They've done a good job. Because why I say right here, where my cursor is because they broke down under this, where they were trying to hold. So the fact they're above that again with multiple candles is a good sign moving forward. It's a good start, like I said. FT&T. This is Fitnet, or whatever the hell. Fortinet. Fentanyl. I don't know how you say this one. Damn. Chart and positioning. Okay, nice. Good. I just didn't want to. I didn't want you to be in here and be like, "Yeah, man, I saw they had a drug in trial and I wanted to get in on it." I'm just messing with you though. I'm gonna mark that because that's interesting. Damn, I don't really know what to say on this chart besides bullish. Oh, yo, Maddie. Did you see Rivian? I mean, not did you see Rivian, but did you see why? He said, yeah, nothing now but bullish, yes. Well, it was deliveries, but it was also because it was in a timely manner. So while they were producing good numbers, Tesla produced a bad delivery number, which in the grand scheme of things isn't bad, but by their standards it was. So you also had that working for it too. It was like a double-ended piece of good news for you. it's really, really good for them. Which, again, I'm not saying they're taking out Tesla. I hate when people say that stuff. I'm glad to see that there might be a future competitor finally. Yo, what's up, Jay? Uber reclaiming the 9. I like the stonk. Daily rounding, but coming... Damn, bro. You just got me kind of like excited when I hear daily rounding. Oh, it did. Wow. Damn, good looks, Jay. I see you. Good to see you in chat. Hope your weekend's been good. Hope your time's been good to you. Hope your son's doing all right. I'm really debating what to do into earnings. Not sure if she'll rip or sell the news. May try to scale half if we get another push before then. Aren't you a long-term investor? What are we talking about selling for? Break of 47.40 for me to start looking into call with Moderna. Currently on an inside bar on the monthly. Damn, that's kind of interesting to think of, Alexis. The IB. I wonder what that'll look like in a couple weeks. Plus, that'll give that chart more time with kind of with what I was saying too. Like maybe it settles more to the right and we get a better look. Hopefully, it doesn't just break out and go to the moon before then. But definitely keep me updated on that now that we have good early context on what to kind of think about on that setup. He said yes and no. I am, but I'm not. You see, I'm pivotal here. I'm a pivotal investor. Long time to talk, brother. Oh, that's totally fine, man. I always get it. I know everybody's busy. I'm just always happy to see your name pop up. Took a long time off of trading after grandparents passed. Not to get dark. No, you're good. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Seriously. Focused on family and sons. Kindergarten now. Yeah, bro. That's what I was wondering about. That dude, he's already in kindergarten. That is crazy to think about. Time is literally flying. At least when you're thinking about him, it feels like that. Football has been great. It has been. Thank you, man. I'm happy to hear your end's going pretty well. Sorry about your loss, but I'm really happy to hear about your son, dude. That's pretty badass. That kid's gonna be famous one day, watch. Appreciate you, boss. No problem, Alexis. Always appreciate your breakdowns. Alright, I'm going back to the 5-minute on this one. Which, not really much more to cover on this. We kind of made our move, which, again, I think if you go back to the beginning of today's stream, one of the first things I said is that we're already going to be up close to 1%, so it really wouldn't be surprising that if we did go up more, that we would have a pretty nice day on our hands. So 1.2% on the day, basically at today's high, is not bad for SPY. Especially when we're basically at 600 again. So 600 was definitely on the plate, but us not reaching it isn't the end of the world yet. It's also not the end of the day. We are only a measly hour and, 45 minutes in? Yo, Matty Clams, are you in stream? Did he ever see my tag in chat last Friday? It was definitely clams, not ice. Is clams here? We need Matty Clams. Where's Sinful's long-lost cousin? He said, sorry, I was zoned out. I was asking if you saw my tag last Friday. In Discord. I was just saying I owe you an apology. Aiming 599.50 for 12.26, 27 overnight gut fill. For what? On Thursday, I kind of snapped at you because you were like, yo, I can't fucking hear you. It kind of pissed me off. So I was like, I can't turn myself up. And then I went. Now, it did take me like probably 2 hours of different YouTube videos to figure this out. And I actually stumbled upon it on accident while trying to look for something else that I, by the way, still did not find. But while going through a lot of my settings, I did find that, dude, if I showed you how deep this setting was, though, you would have not even been mad either. You'd have been like, oh, okay, I get you. But I was able to actually turn my mic volume up. But you were the reason I had randomly found it. I was looking for something else. I was trying to figure out how to like add a scene or something. I was trying to figure out something, and then I accidentally found this other screen that showed me my like device's volumes, but through OBS, not through like my desktop. And man, was I blown away. But thanks to that discovery, mic volume up, so we're looking good. That really would piss me off though, because like it's not an easy screen to see. Like it's not like turn it up. Like it's already up at a basis. What you're changing is the basis. Like you're changing what is normal, like what is zeroed out for this mic, you know. So it's a very confusing screen. My phone volume sits under half now. It used to have that shit maxed. Oh, okay, good. Good. I still have yet to even go back and hear it myself. I probably should do that today after stream. But how was stream so far today, guys? We did a pretty good job covering the pre-market. I'm trying my best not to over-update. But I'm also trying not to be too bullish or too bearish when I'm updating, because I don't want to like pressure any one of you guys. Because let's say one of you guys are in puts already, right? And I'm over here like, guys, this is even more context or bullish, you know, and I'm just freaking you out. I'm genuinely just going off of how I see the chart from today's open, you know, using whatever context, whether it's from previous day or this morning in pre-market. You'll always hear me using what's in front of me to tell myself what I should be, right? So like in this morning, we went over pre-market right before the open. We went over why it's probably just going to keep going up, and it might not need to go back down for a retest off the rip. You know, a lot of us draw this overnight gap fib in hopes of seeing it retest this or break it. Regardless, some of us are just crazy and like to see it break. Because we know a good move is going to come from it. And we know that if we don't get that retest, it's not going to be as easy to follow. And that's, again, kind of why I pulled up that 1 minute. It was just because it's really easy to follow higher lows, right? And this is what you should be trusting if we're already obviously bullish. It's the only other thing we can do. So I just hope that was helpful. I'm not trying to over-update. I'm not trying to under-update. I'm trying not to pressure anybody into calls or puts. I'm trying to, you know, keep everybody inclusive on that, so we're all in understanding of why we're bullish when something happens, or when we're bearish when whatever happens, you know. But if you guys have questions, now is the time to bring it up. We're kind of towards the end of the main stream for the day, but I just want to see if anybody had any questions for anything, or if there's anything that we need to go over, or just anything that just somebody wanted to look at. It doesn't even have to be a genuine question. And I think we're going to do I wanted to do the member stream on Tuesday or Thursday of this week, but I genuinely want to give you guys an actual week, you know, where we have the week, you know, which won't be until next week. So I think next week I'm going to do the member-only streams on Tuesday and Thursday of next week. So we'll have 2 member-only streams, which it'll be unlisted on YouTube, so I'll drop a link into the member-only part for the YouTube members who are only on YouTube, and then I'll drop links for my Discord members who are, you're already mostly there, and we'll do those there. You're having phone sacks. Wow, it actually restarted the playlist without me making it do it. It's never done that. Alright, well, thank you, YouTube, I think. But yeah, like I said, hopefully some of the updates in stream have helped anybody in here. Again, I'm not trying to be so decisive while I go over these things that it scares somebody or makes somebody buy something they wouldn't otherwise buy. Please understand the system first before you start trying to trade with us, because if you go over the system, you'll realize that there are a lot of people calling out. You just don't know what they're saying because you don't know all the terminology yet. Not even just the terminology, but just like how things are supposed to work out. Easy morning, just call and chill. Yeah, pretty much. It was just higher lows all morning. But we also had that context from pre-market that we've been over, so that was nice. Sometimes I say that stuff and it doesn't work out, and some people might look at that and be like, well, that was fucking stupid. Like, it's like, dude, I gotta cover both scenarios, or when it happens and I'm not expecting it, I'm not gonna be so surprised. Whereas if I didn't go over it, I'd be so surprised. I'd be like, what the hell? How was us going up continuously so possible today? Like, it's really not that crazy if you actually go back and think about it. And it's even easier to do when you're in real time because you don't have these evil thoughts in your head like, well, I'm only saying that now because it already happened. Like, in real time, go back on the stream, listen, like, go listen to how we're talking to ourselves and how we're reminding ourselves of certain things. That's what the streams are for. But like, you can't talk in a way where you're denying the other way. You know, you can't look at this chart and be like, there's no way this can go down, there's no way this can keep going up. Like, no, there's always a possibility. How likely is that possibility? That's really what you're trying to figure out. I had to get my socks. My feet were cold as hell. Yeah, what's up, Mel? Lower Tesla? What? Oh, man. Oh, you're all out because it went... Oh, you're saying it went lower. My bad. Yeah, I mean, you're giving me, like, half of a sentence here. Lower Tesla. Like, I'm just supposed to put the pieces together. No, good shit, Mel. Good stuff. I just saw your post in Discord, man. Good stuff. Seems like a lot of you are pretty focused. Which is good. That's good. Does anybody in here have a favorite song? Have we asked that before? What's everyone's favorite music? I've done movies a lot. Have we done music, though? I don't think we have. I'm kind of curious what everyone's favorite music is in here. Or favorite song. You don't have to just say the genre. You can say a song if you want. Dr. J just said WAP. Sinful said Barbie girl. Totally valid. Actually, Sinful, what's a question I could ask stream? You're a pro streamer. You stream things. Alternative indie. Or at least I got an answer out of somebody. Mount Joy. Have I ever been in one of his streams? Too many of them, to be honest. I've got so many channel points on Bro's channel, it's insane. It's basically a monopoly. I wish YouTube had channel points, because I know most of you in here would have insane amounts, and we could be, like, doing funny-ass things. Or just dumb things that only I think are funny. Anything that helps figure out the security question, out there security questions. Yeah, do you have a what's everybody's favorite recovery email shared in the YouTube stream? Oh my god. Come on, everybody show your PIN number. It's hilarious. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What's the name of your pet? What's the name of your favorite pet? Yeah. Go down the list of secure. Oh god, dude, that's hilarious. A slow but sure way of hacking into multiple people's accounts. Oh god. I didn't even think about it like that. What's your mother's maiden name? Come on, everybody, type that in stream. It's we're all just trying to get to know each other. Bro, yeah, he typed it as I was saying it. Damn it, that's funny. What day did you buy your first Bitcoin? If that's a security question, bro, that's pretty tough. The answer is every day. The day Jesus Christ was born was the day you should have been buying Bitcoin. Oh, that's good, man. I've never thought about it that way. That was actually funny. Like, sitting here asking people questions. Like, I genuinely do it because it's interesting to me. But, man, you really could, like, almost trick some people into giving you, like, security question answers. The 5-minute 9 EMA has been good support all day. Gap filled. I need to really start putting that on more on my 5-minute chart. Maybe not on my 1, but I think on the 1 it's a little too much to look at. On the 5, though, it is definitely helpful because sometimes it's not about just getting in or getting out. Sometimes it's something to keep you in. Sometimes it's about holding, you know, and sometimes it's kind of hard to do that. Me just saying higher lows is one thing, but some people need that visual. Not just with levels, but, you know, with a moving indicator. And the 9 EMA is definitely a beautiful one to have for, like, intraday. That's the reason I would use it for, is oh, it's still holding that? Okay, well, I'm still bullish. Oh, it's below that? All right, well, I'm gonna hesitate a little bit. Yeah, it's just like a gauge, kind of feel for it. Hopefully that made sense. Sometimes my English is incredible. No, you're good, Doctor. You're good. I was like, what is he talking about? Are you talking about the one from before? The one that sent us down? I don't want to mess up my chart, but in my head, I know exactly the gap. It's like a red hammer down to a green candle. That's like the gap down. And we're going towards where the red candle moved us down from. We haven't filled that gap, but we're getting pretty close, right? What is that gap fill at? What is that red candle's close? I don't want to move my chart yet. Give me that number, good sir. 601.24. Okay, so really not that far. Alright, well, I'm glad you have that marked and you're looking at that, Dr. J. And anybody else who might have that. That is a very good level to be looking at. I think I saw Leland mention that concept, us possibly working towards that. Or maybe it was someone else's chart. Pretty sure it was him, though. Also, shout out to everybody in the Post Charts channel. I know today wasn't the greatest day to go in there and post a bunch because it was kind of obvious what we were doing, but I do appreciate everybody who, over the past few weeks, not just this week, have taken time to actually go in there and post some beforehand plans, because even if you don't do it every day, it's still just really good practice. Oh, you got it from Leland's post? Alright, well, we'll give you credit either way. We don't have to give that to Leland. He doesn't need it. No amount of credit is going to be enough for Leland. He's done so much for so many of us in here. Don't tell him I said that. Yo, you know what sounds good right now? A Chick-fil-A breakfast sandwich. He delivered my newborn. Yeah, bro. He saved our planet from an asteroid. He's capable of so many things. Yeah. We'll just make him out to be a superhero. Oh, you heard that shit. Alright, everybody stop being nice. He doesn't even know that I'm almost done with Sons of Anarchy yet. That's how low-key I've kept it. I've kept it so low-key. The last one? I said that with the biggest smile on my face. Genuinely, like, proud of myself. I was geeked as I was saying it. No, you and my mom for the last, like, since I met you, basically, have been mentioning that show so much. And not in, like, a light-toned way either, like, and like, if you don't watch this thing, I'll quit talking to you kind of thing, like that kind of thing. Like, that's how good it was. Not saying y'all said that to me. I'm just saying, like, that's what it felt like. So I felt compelled to watch it. Once I felt like I had nothing else to watch, it was like, you know what? Why not? I was pretty late to Breaking Bad. I was very late to Sons of Anarchy. But yeah, I had a feeling I was going to like it, though, because that main guy's, like, he's him. It's like his role in everything I've seen him in, though. He's just him in everything he's in. Oh, who was that one actor? I can't remember his name. Hold up, I gotta find it. I gotta find the actor's name. Because he's in, like... he's in so much shit, and he's so epic. Ron Perlman, the guy who plays Clay. Bro, that guy is crazy. Yeah, when I saw him, I got excited because I was like, that's the guy that gets shot. And then I was looking at I say that because there's a Russian sniper movie he's in, and he does this like crazy jump, and as he makes the jump, he gets shot midair, and it was like the craziest. It was probably a fake body in the air or whatever for the actual shot itself, but it was crazy. So I always remember him as the guy that gets shot because bro literally gets headshot midair. It's like, what is his luck? That's just so unlucky. Cannabis kid. But yeah, that was pretty good. So far, almost done with it. I'll let you know when I finish though. I didn't want to tell you and then you'd be asking me all the time. Like I wanted to thoroughly enjoy it, like heavy, and I did. I achieved it. I'm not saying you were gonna annoy me. I wanted to focus. Did the music stop? Oh no, it's still there. Sorry, I had to check that. I keep unchecking it. How did I feel about Opie? If I had to use one word for him, it would be infrastructure. Without him, the show does not work. I hate when I watch shows and like everybody dies out or moves on. It's like just the main guy and like two dudes. It was kind of cool to see somebody make it through most of the show. But no, I liked him a lot. I didn't like him as much as what's his name? As what's his name? Jax, but that's like kind of duh. I was trying to remember the other thing he's in, because isn't he in something bigger? Yeah, bro, he's literally from Remember the Titans. That's what I remember him from. Wait, Opie is Remember the Titans, and he's in Saving Private Ryan, and he's in We Were Soldiers, bro. This might be one of the biggest actors in that show, and I didn't even realize it. Whenever I see him in the show, I think of him as like one of the Duck Hunters or whatever that show was, like all those dudes that like really really long beards and shit. Like he just has that kind of vibe to him. Cause wasn't he like a lumberjack or something? I can't remember anymore. And he was in The Walking Dead, bro. What? Damn. Talking about getting the bag. Yeah, Duck Dynasty. Yeah, Duck Dynasty, sorry. No, that was right. Duck Dynasty was right. You knew exactly where I was going with that. Like, that's who he looked... He looks like somebody that could hang out with those guys. Like, that's the character he looks like. He doesn't sound like that. But, yeah. Damn, that guy's really got, like, a grip on just decent content. Like, what? On good content. Like, what the hell? Because the only other big thing that Jax is in is honestly, like, The Gentleman. Like, he really isn't in that many big movies and shows. Like, he's, like, a side character in most of them. Damn, bro. I always like to see that. It's just impressive to see, like, somebody could do shows and movies and they're, like, all huge and historical. It's like, oh, shit. This guy's him. You were watching Duck Dynasty yesterday? I haven't seen it in forever, but I remember when it was kind of first popular, I was pretty heavy into it. Duck Dynasty, though, that's like the vibes I get when I watch Sons of Anarchy. Like, not... Like, that's not what they're doing. It's like the people that are in it. It's I don't know. The personas. Saying for some reason your girlfriend's into it right now? Damn. Maybe she was just late or is reminiscing and how great it was. Because high key, it was a show that you wouldn't like focus on. You would never be staring at Duck Dynasty, but like when it came on, you'd have it on in the background most of the time. Oh, he was in Rebel Moon. You're right. That is right. He was in that. Okay, my bad. I take it back then, because that is a pretty big title. My bad. I take that back. He was definitely in that too. I forgot about that, dude, because I mix him with the other white guy that's in the beginning of the movie. He ends up with the chick or whatever. But no, Jax plays the guy that sells them out. Now I remember. Now, he's a good actor, man. I don't know why he's not in more stuff than that. Maybe he's just very selective. Best yeehaw show ever was Appalachian Outlaws and Moonshiners. You're sweeter than Sadie. Damn, well, what's the show after Sons of Anarchy? Do I need to finally just watch Ozark? It's kind of broken many people's minds in my family how I haven't seen that and everyone else has. Probably that. Also, I remember seeing he was like depressed for a while after Sons. Oh, I think I did read something about that. I had this. My algo is completely Sons of Anarchy now, and there was just like video that it was like 5 minutes explained, and it was talking about like not just him, but it was talking about the cast was depressed that Sons of Anarchy ended. They were like actually depressed. Like some of them got hooked on drugs after that shit ended. Yo, Sinful, you would love me? Wait, is that a serious answer, Sinful? I actually, when I was growing up, or not growing up, when I was a little kid, very little, I would go to my grandparents' house a lot, and I would spend the night there. And very late at night, because me and my grandparents were cool. They actually stayed up late. My grandma still does. We would watch MASH every night. It would come on after... There were like a couple other shows that would be on that were all right, and then MASH would come on, and that was like the event we were waiting for. And we would fall asleep to it every single night, but for like an hour straight, it was like the greatest piece of television ever. I've watched so much MASH. Bro, literally that's why that's what it's for though. When it came on, you're supposed to go to sleep with it, cuz it's like it's only like entertaining to your eyes. It's not actually entertaining to your brain, if that makes sense. And then you fall asleep to it. That was the only time to watch it, was like when you're going to sleep. If you actually sat there and watched MASH, you need to be studied. That's funny though. I thought you were actually saying it to say it. No, I have not seen Ozark, but I kind of want to. I just don't watch all the shows when they come out because it's just a lot of the time I'm busy, or like I don't know. I haven't watched a whole lot of TV growing up. I had to watch like movies on my own, or like go to my cousin's house or something. So now I'm like that kid or that guy that just like I'm just genuinely trying to learn. I mean, not learn, but watch as many of the trendy, popular shows that have been out. If there was any show I had wished though that I had watched when it came out, it would definitely be Breaking Bad. I would say Breaking Bad is still one of the best shows I've seen that I didn't see on time. Which I saw that like a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago now, but it was very late. And oh my god, was it the best. Sopranos as well. I guess it wasn't the latest on Sopranos, but Sopranos is I put that shit pretty high up there. Yeah, Ozark isn't super old yet. So that's why I didn't feel too bad about that one yet, but you know what I mean? It's different, like when you watch it when it comes out to where when you wait, when it's all out and then you grind through it. Like that's what I like to do. Like I do that with movies, animes, shows. Like I have to go through it all, because if I don't feel like I have all the context that I needed to like enjoy it properly, right? Where I hate when someone's like, yo, I was watching this movie and then I cut it off on a third way through, and then I did part of it the next night and then I finished it the third night. It's like, bro, I could not do that. Like, if I sit down to watch a movie, I'm finishing the movie. I'm not sitting there watching part of it and then finishing. Like, that's just crazy to me. That's like saying you ate half of your burger, left it there on the kitchen table right there, left it there overnight, and then again ate it there again yesterday. Like, bro, what? That's how I see that. See you, Matty Clams. Thank you, man. Have a great day. You will be missed. I don't know. Maybe I'm the crazy one. Are you guys like that too? Or are you able to split it up? Or you have to finish it? Like, I just can't. When I was young, my sleep show was the static channel because sometimes the pay-per-view would come through. Oh, dude, I oddly know what you mean. Man, I miss the old pay-per-view, like, guide on the remote. Oh man, when remotes were actually like simple as hell. Anyone like Entourage? I didn't watch Entourage, but I've personally heard Entourage is actually really good. I have not seen it yet, but I have actually heard it's up there. I want to watch a like a lawyer type show, like Suits would be cool, or Billions would be cool. I think one of those two would be cool. I've already seen the one that's on HBO where it's got like that family and they own their own, like, it's like a Disney, like they own like a company that's like Disney in the show. I can't remember the name of the damn family or the show, but that show is pretty freaking good. It has a bunch of like options and like stock market stuff involved too, and just company deals too. It's not just stock stuff. Suits and Billions are both good. That's what I've heard. I heard they're up there. Presumed Innocent is good. Lawyer gets accused of killing. Damn, of the DA? If anybody would know a good show, it would be Jay. He's in the industry. He's got his hands on the, like, White Collar and Burn Notice. Yeah, okay. Suits or Billions? Maybe Suits, dude. I've been wanting to watch Suits for years now. It's because of the amount of clips I see on the internet, dude. Like, you watch like one clip on YouTube and you're fucked. You now are getting that kind of content for years until you just delete it and make another YouTube. And even then, it might be in your algo. Okay, hold up. I need to write some of these. Y'all are giving me a lot of good ones I haven't even heard of. Wait, Jake Gyllenhaal's the main actor? Oh, dude. I gotta throw that in there then. I don't know a single person who doesn't like Jake Gyllenhaal. I mean, just say his name. Just say his name. How does it not make you smile? Mr. Robot? I've never seen it, but I've seen like a couple of clips of that main guy. Rami's, whatever the fuck his name is. But I've heard it's pretty good. I need a new Cartel Boss movie. Cartel Boss movie. Have you watched that one that's on Netflix with Johnny Depp? Black Mass, I think is what it's called. You have? Yeah, that one's pretty good. That's the only recent one I could think of. Anyone seen the prison show Oz? I don't think I have. I was wanting to watch this one too. It's only like 8 episodes. Hold up. Prison at... Oh, Escape at Dannemora. Yo, doesn't this look kind of decent? So I think from the details, she like is in fake love with both of these dudes, and then they help get out of like a psych ward or an actual jail. I don't remember. A correctional facility. Sorry, maximum security prison. Yeah, I heard this one's pretty good, but I haven't watched it yet. Plus, it's got this guy in it and this guy. I mean, they're both really good actors, so I mean, it can't be that bad. This guy's fucking crazy. Tulsa King is good. I'll write that down too. I had all of y'all's recommendations from like it was like a year ago almost. I think it was just under a year ago. But I wrote down all of y'all's recommendations. Y'all gave me like movies and shows, and I watched most of them. So most of that list has been cleared out. I stuck to my word. I watched the show Carter put me on, the Revolutionary show. That one was actually kind of a banger. Why can't I think of the name? Anyone watching Landham with Billy Bob Thornton? Oh, Landman. What is that? No, but it's probably a banger if he's in it. Oh, it's got John Hamm in it too? An oil show? Bro, it has to be good. Alright, I'll write that one down too. Or type it down, I'm not writing anything down, I'm typing it. Yeah, if you've never had like a person to push a movie or a show onto, like I'm that person. I don't have any pride when it comes to watching other people's recommendations, but it is amazing to me how most people cannot take a recommendation. Like if you were like, hey, watch this show or watch this movie, bro, most of the time people don't even do it. They're just like, nah. Or worse, they'll be like, yeah, man, totally, that sounds dope. And they don't ever watch it. And then you try to relate to them and they're like, oh, I didn't watch it. Like, no shit. I don't know why most people are like that. Like, just because someone says a movie or a show doesn't mean you need to watch it right there. You know, right then and there. Like, take your time and watch it. But I love when you got that I have a stream to ask those kind of questions for, because then I could just get a new list of shit to watch each year. It's kind of nice. All the Taylor Sheridan shows are good. Oh, you're saying there's like more? Oh, I see what you're saying now. Yellowstone, Mayor of Kingstown, 1923, 1883. Landman, that one actually sounds kind of cool. I think I was mainly just excited because y'all said Billy Bob Thornton. I mean, anybody from the South hears that name, they're like, "Oh, dude, that's my guy." That's like a Texan hearing Matthew McConaughey. It's like, I'm glad we started talking about this because we haven't done much on Spy since then. But we kind of talked about the possibility of that due to the sectors kind of converging on each other. You have some of them trying to move up. You have a lot of them trying to just kind of sit to the right. Some of them are trying to rebalance out after moves down or up, depending on what they did earlier in the day. And you can see the result of that on Spy. You know, we're still in this uptrend, very obvious, but not really moving in a directional way, which makes sense. We already did the first 2 hours of the day. We're kind of reaching into that 11 o'clock, getting closer and closer to lunchtime. Yes, sir, Maddie, yes, sir. Damn, that is a very clean hold. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, it does feel awkward to kind of like watch this, but it doesn't feel awkward when you see that this much price action occur and then it settles here. It's like, bro, this is screaming at you to get in. Like, is there an exact candle that you should get in on? No. Do you see a higher low? Okay, well, get in. Trust that trend. That's why I was giving praise to React and Kevo so much earlier, because it was like, just use the trend. Like, it's not about an exact entry or exit. Like, it's just the fact that you have a good trade in front of you. Trust it. Like, jump into it. But that is very nice, Maddie. I'm glad you brought that up and told me to look at that. That is a very clean hold. Here, maybe we'll leave both up for now. Interesting, though. Was too early and got ate up in that? Trend is friend. That is true. That really is like a true statement. Like, I hate most of the trading, like, you know, bullshit analogies people give and examples, because a lot of them are repeated a million times, but trend is your friend is genuinely true. Now, how can you build around that, get some trades around that? That's up for you to decide, but from a good basis point of view, that would be how you want to take that. You at least need to start with that. And that's why I like using the word context so much, because I feel like it helps me remember, like, okay, I need to look for something for here first, or I need to see something here first, and then I can be more bullish, or I can be more bearish here, you know? The worst one is nobody went broke taking profits, because you definitely can't. Yeah, I think I've probably said it in the past before. Now, when I'm saying it, though, I'm genuinely meaning in the moment. But I do understand what you're saying. Because it is kind of annoying when you're like, nobody goes broke taking profits. Like, not true, but okay. Because you can definitely take profits and then give all that up. You can also say that to yourself, force yourself to sell, and then you miss out on a bigger winner that you might have been planning for, but you pushed yourself out of the trade because you wanted to say some bullshit to yourself. A problem I have is holding losers longer than winners. It's definitely a weird thing to learn, but in the beginning, it feels like you want to hold your winners as long as you possibly can. Which, no shit, I think that's like an obvious thing. But it also kind of hides up the fact of like, well, but you want to do the opposite when you're wrong. Like, you don't want to just sit there in a trade. And that's why it is like very important to have a decisive out, if that makes sense, you know? Like, oh, okay, I'm bullish here. Oh, it broke this? Okay, well, I'm no longer as bullish as I was before, so I don't get to hold this anymore. Easier said than done, of course. I think once you're actually in the moment doing it, it's definitely easier to trick yourself into holding something a little longer, thus leading to sometimes a smaller loss or sometimes a bigger loss. So it's kind of give and take. It just really depends on, again, what are you using to be your decisive out? What is there to push you out once you've been invalidated? Do you feel like you're not as bullish as you were when you were first looking at it? Okay, well, that's a good enough reason in some cases. You know, if it's not so obvious candlestick wise or level wise, that's your out. I feel you, though. I feel you. Was in at the 940, out at the 1040. Damn, Matty Ice. Round of applause for Matty Ice. On IWM, right? Wait, what? You lost on this? Huh? Okay, to be fair, that was a full hour. and you're Eastern, so I'm fucking this up all around. Wait, so you bought on this candle? What? Why are you trading in the first 20 minutes? This isn't always a trade. Like when you see this, sometimes it's just telling you like, hey, these bulls are here. Fuck, dude. All right, where's 940? Where did you get cut out at? Damn, of course it starts working back up as soon as you have to get out. Damn, that does suck. Untimely. Man, I really hate when you guys trade the first 30 minutes. And it's funny because like I don't care if it works or doesn't work. Like I said this last week when Eric did it, and it worked for him. I'll say it to you now when it didn't work for you. Like the first 20-30 minutes really needs to be avoided. In almost every scenario, you almost really need to just be looking for context clues. Yes, some good trades are going to pop up there, but let's do this. And I think this is actually a difference between you and Eric, though, in y'all's trades. Not you and Eric, I'm meaning y'all's trades, his from last week, yours from just now. Is that, yes, you both traded very early in the day, and this kind of goes against my rule. But what is another rule of mine, though? And I've gone over this a lot, right? If you're going to get in an aggressive trade, you need to have an aggressive exit. If you're going to get in a passive trade, you can have a passive exit. You don't get to have a passive exit or that second opportunity of, oh, I'll just hold it longer if you knew you entered aggressively, right? So we can totally validate the fact that you entered in the first 20 minutes of the day, which, again, your trade idea isn't stupid. I have not once said that. It makes sense why you're doing it. I just don't like the time that you're doing it at. But let's say whatever, right? Let's say you got in, you like it. You know, why hold through this? You should have... I'm pretty sure this is an emerging candle. Let me double check so I don't just sit here and... Actually, I don't know what the fuck any of these levels are. Oh, wait, never mind. I think I just have a lot of halfway points. Yeah, this is an emerging candle, though, I think. Should be. Either way. That level's there. You know, if you're going to have this aggressive entry, you need to have an aggressive exit. I forgot the analogy I used for this, man. I had a good one for this one. It's been a while since we talked about this. Like applying the same energy, like, and like you wouldn't do this if you couldn't do that. I don't know how to explain that in another way. But like, does that make sense though? Like, if you're taking an let's say you're taking like an open range breakout, or or in this case, it's the first 20 minutes of the day. You know, do we really get to sit here and say like, this is a trade you could potentially hold all day? No. This is a trade that you should be looking to scalp and get out of quick. Now, should you have taken it into 226.75? Would you have done that perfectly? I'm not saying you would have. I'm just trying to think of something that you could think about doing next time, because the level's right there. You know, it's not there for nothing. I think it's an emerging. Oh, no, it isn't. Okay, so this is what I did. I grabbed recent. Okay, that's what I did. I did the Daffy method. This is what Daffy does. He just grabs recent candlesticks. Okay, so technically you don't have to have that level there, but I've definitely been sharing the same levels for weeks now. But either way, this isn't the point. The point is what I was talking about. Aggressive entry, you need to have an aggressive exit. You don't get to sit. Like, honestly, after seeing these wicks and then this pop up, you shouldn't even have been holding still. It doesn't matter about what you were up or down. Like, holding to here is just unacceptable. Like, that's not even... It's just not... It's not helping you in any way. But I hope that makes sense. I forgot the analogy I used to use for that. Maybe I'll go find it later. But if you're going to enter aggressively, you need to have an aggressive exit. Right? That's why I thought you entered here, because one, it's at 9:40, and I wasn't thinking about you being in a different time zone. I was like, damn, this is nice, because you said check out the current day open retake, and I saw it here, but I don't see it as an actionable let me get into calls here thing. I see it as like, because we've gapped up today, if we do this, maybe I could take a scalp, or maybe I wait to see if I get a better retest. And if it just does do that move without me and I don't get that scalp, whatever, you know, I understand that it had that potential chance of doing that, right? It's the lesser of two evils. Whereas just jumping in and not really having an exit plan, that's not really a good trade. It's a good entry, but there's no thought process behind it. There's no fundamental, this is what I want to do with it kind of thought process, you know what I mean? Oh, you were making the espresso. Okay, well either way though, it still applies. And I hope all other people take away from this, because I do see some of you guys do this. Maddie doesn't do this all the time. That's why I wanted to go over it with him, because I know he's not going to sit here and cry if I go over his trade review real quick. But as you can see though, you know, in doing that, you know, you kind of missed out on the better trade, which, whatever, doesn't matter. We have so much more opportunity ahead of us. Not going to let that, you know, dampen our spirits, but taking it to think about for forward, you know, for future potential. You know, what if I see another trade just like that? Because that was essentially what I covered on SPY too. I mean, not the exact same thing. They didn't do the exact same thing at all. But on the 5 minute on SPY, it just was, you know, straight up. We had barely any short-term slowdown. On the 1 minute, now that I can switch this back, all we had was higher lows. So it was like we were using two things to make us bullish, not just one. And that's the same thing with that IWM chart. It's like, I like that it retook that current day open, but that doesn't always mean I have to get into an actionable trade there, right? But if you do, you know, understanding that, okay, well, it's the first part of the day, it's very early on, I'm being a little aggressive here, so let me have a very close target as well. Let me not have something that's so far out that it doesn't make sense to hold to. No, you're good, Maddie. You were a good example. Plus, this was good too because Eric had just done the same thing. And that's my point. Like, I'm trying to prove to people in chat, like, it doesn't matter if what you guys are doing is working or not. It's, are you following the rules of the system, right? Like, if you're going to be aggressive, be aggressive. If you're going to be passive, be passive. Like, have those, have the same tone for your trade as you would for what you're trying to enter on, if that makes sense. Like, the same tone for your exit as you would your entry. It wouldn't make sense. And I genuinely can't remember the example I used to use for that topic. I wish I could. Building base, says King Carnage. Doctor and Sinful saying thanks, Maddie. I mean, it's okay to trade the open, Maddie. It's okay. It's just you have to have that in the back of your head that you're not allowed to just sit there and hold through trades like that. Like, you just got to remind yourself, it's the literal beginning of the day. It's aggressive. Options are very volatile and moving around a lot. They're very liquid. You know, so it's again, remembering the tone of what you're doing. It's just more context is all it is. It again, always comes back to that word, context. So it's not like you did, like, a huge grave mistake. Like, genuinely, like, I might sound critical of it, but I mean, it's a really small mistake you did. And I know you don't feel it that heavy because you know you can adjust, you can work from that. That's fine. But I hope other people can take away from that because that example was actually a really good one. You're pretty positive if it was any more than one con, I would have trimmed. At least I would like to think. And that's how you should be thinking about it. Like, let's say you had 3, right? You should be trimming 2 into whatever your first level is, right? You need to be out of 2 out of the 3, right? And then you can have that final part of your position where you can be a lot more comfortable because now you understand, I'm up. Even if this does pull back and I cut it, I'm still up. You know, you're in this mindset where you can't lose. You'll feel a lot more comfortable, and you'll start to actually, like, the better parts of your trade, the fundamentals of your trade will start to resonate with you better too. You'll start to understand, like, okay, this is my system. This is how I want to trade every time I take a trade. Like, maybe it doesn't look the same every time. Oh, whoops. My bad, guys. good for you too, man. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate you for sharing. Not everyone does. Some people are scared. Some people don't know how to ask what they want to ask, and that's fine. I feel like I was in the same place when I first started. I feel like I didn't even know what I wanted to know. I just wanted to know everything. But you really got to start with the basics. Like, if anybody feels like you're struggling, like, you just need to slow the fuck down. Reset. Stop using as many things on your screen. Just use levels, you know? If you're really struggling heavily, like, keep it simple. Sometimes using less is more. Do you understand the entry types? Do you understand, all the different parts of the system? Order of operations, the staircase method. How do we get our levels? Do you understand that? Like, it's really about understanding everything a part of what you're trying to do first, and then you can use all those clues and context clues together to kind of slowly make you more bullish or bearish in certain situations. And that's what leads to better probability trading. I'm scared. Am I wrong for not trading today? No, you're not wrong. It's really never a wrong thing to not trade. If you're actually scared and that's why you didn't trade, that's a problem. Not even if the ice is only 1 inch thick. Oh, that used to fake you out, Doctor. I see. Or not fake you out. You used to feel like you're missing out. That was a really hard thing for me to overcome in the beginning. I feel like sometimes it still gets me, and that's why I also grab multiple contracts no matter what I'm doing. Swing trade or day trade, because I do the same thing. I feel like if I at least get out of one at a good spot, no matter what my next decision I make, can never hurt the first one that I made, where I trimmed already, It of course feels bad whenever you take a loss and you're like, shit, I gotta cut both. But I'm the same way though. I'm the exact same way. Like, I have to feel like I'm part of it, or like I didn't miss out on anything. But also the staircase method is genuinely like one of the most genius things ever. Like, it's genuinely just, it makes sense. It's logical, it makes sense. Oh, I hit a target? Okay, well, do I want to exit my entire position here? No. What do I want to do? I want to exit most of it. So let's say I have 3 contracts. I want to exit 2. Let's say I have 2 contracts. I want to at least exit 1, right? But what happens to the people who only have 1? They have to sell at that first target. Mentally, that is really hard to do, because you want to be able to finish the trade out. You want it to hit that first target, settle, maybe continue on, go hit that second target. But if you're someone who only has 1 contract, you're not able to make it to that second target. So mentally, you feel like you're lost, you missed out. But in reality, you didn't, because what happened? You got to exit your trade with a little bit of profit,
And it kept going. It made sense that if you did have a larger trade, a bigger idea, oh, it's going to go here instead of here, then that would be great. Yeah, that would of course make you more money, but you're not allowed to do that. Why? Because who are we to say that it has to go through that first target every time it hits it? I'm not God. I can't see the future. I'm not Marty McFly. I genuinely do not have a car that can go to the... I don't know. I genuinely don't know. So we're not allowed to ignore targets. It's kind of disrespectful to the strategy that we're trading, to ourselves, to our money, that we're even thinking to ignore it, so lightly like that. So it's definitely a mental battle to only have one contract and to keep telling yourself to actually sell at the first target, and then maybe mentally keep yourself in a pretend trade for the rest of that move, until you grow your account enough to actually buy more than one. But I don't know. I know exactly what you mean. That's why I'm elaborating so much. But like, if anyone who's ever done like a mentorship with me or been in any of my little mentorship groups or done anything with me in my group ever, you'll know that it's always about scaling in and out. Like it's never, not even just in. It's I only focus really on scaling out. But it makes sense logically, right? to get out at a certain target. Like if I planned, I'm gonna sell calls at 598.19, and it gets there, who the hell am I to say I'm gonna hold through that? That means I just changed up everything I planned, right? So it's like, am I even trading at that point? No, now I'm just gambling, right? I'm not even if I'm setting conditions for myself and I'm not sticking to them, that's gambling, right? What's the point? What was the point of even waking up this morning if I wasn't going to stick to what I planned? So that's really what you got to think about it as. It isn't really like a you're missing out kind of thing. You got to change your mindset, because I do the same damn thing. There's the Canadian. Wacko Jacko said, good effing riddance, Trudeau, referring to Trudeau. 22 months. What a legend. Yeah, one happy Canadian. Look at him. Technically, we have... Well, I don't know if Andrew's happy. In general. I just meant we do have one happy. But we have two Canadians. He's saying, not saying I like him. Just I work at elections. And it's not gonna look good, bruv. Oh god, well you heard it here first. Oh, that is true. I mean, it's not like I'm just allowed to openly talk about it, but I mean, Andrew does work in the more political side of things. Which is weird, because Andrew, I really thought you'd be more like political when we hang out, but I swear it never turned into that. Which, thank God, because I cannot stand people who just sit there and do that shit. Andrew's pretty chill. You're pretty chill for a Trudeau supporter. I'm just fucking with you. Something I don't indulge in is... He's like, I'll profit from it, damn it, but I will not indulge. That's funny. Yo, thank you, by the way, Jack, for 22 solid months in a row. I appreciate you. Check US CAD after his announcement. Oh, God. Have to jet for a minute due to work, but I'll try to jump in on the Power Hour stream still popping. I doubt I'll be streaming still. I was supposed to end this stream 30 minutes ago. 49 minutes ago. But I just kept talking because you guys kept typing. I don't really have to end it. I knew the market wasn't going to do shit because we just gapped up and continued. So there's a pretty high probability chance that we don't do much during lunch. Which could actually cause for a good move end of day, though, if we don't do anything during lunch. Now that we're here. Now that we're men. With Nvidia up, SMH going all-time high, that means the rest of the semis will do well. Yes, sir, I agree. I'm trying to catch up to messages. Okay, I think I got them all. Gives his political opinion, gets fired. Oh, yeah, true. I guess it is smart for him not to just sit there and spout his mouth off. Probably get in trouble. Sign that shit in my agreement. Damn, I honestly didn't even think about that. It's not like I've pressured him into trying to answer questions or anything, but it's just like, I didn't even think about it. Might as well stick around till 3 for some swing looks, eh? I mean, I'm still going to look for swings, but I don't have to be streaming for it. I'll just post it in premium or something. Or maybe I'll join my the gaming server. I'll be alive. Just know that much. No power in this world will stop me from seeing Power Hour today. Yeah, we need to get the gaming server back going. You guys been slacking. Sinful hasn't. Sinful hasn't been slack. Actually, I've been slacking. No, y'all been typing in the text channel. Few things I know I want to look at come close. What? Been busy farming. Jesus, dude. You can play a game and it not take over your brain. It is possible, I promise. It might not seem possible right now, but I'm telling you it's possible. No, I got what you meant. Yeah, reading it that first time, I was like, what? Damn, new year, new you, Sinful. No more streams. Dude, you gotta download Counter-Strike, Sinful. Quit bullshit, man. New year, same old bullshit. Have you been just like busy each time it's stream time? I know a couple of the times you were dealing with some stuff. But if your schedule clears, hey, could be stream time. To be fair, you have been kind of like getting the bag recently, though. In terms of grinding, you know. Kicking ass, taking names later type energy. He said maybe today. Bet. It's snowing right now? Damn. Oh, wait, that shouldn't actually be that surprising to me. Because it actually was kind of cold. Dude, the other night, it actually got to 35 degrees here. Which I know to y'all is like summer weather. Bro, when that hit, we thought we were dying. No, not actually. Weak snow, though. Oh, okay. -4? Oh, yeah, Jack, how cold is it where you are? Because you and Andrew are in kind of opposite sides of Canada. He's on the right, I believe. I think you're on the far left. It's supposed to warm up this week. Damn, Keith, where the hell do you live? Warmed up a bit already, 10 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, Maddie, he said, damn, okay, so not ever going to Canada in winter, Roger. Yeah, no, I've already been warned by Jack alone that it's pretty bad. And then hearing from Andrew as well, it's like double confirmation. It's like, damn, dude, like, to a Texan, that would probably kill me. But even to, like, people that are used to the cold here would be like, damn, that's cold. Like, that's fucking cold. And then hearing that it could go negative is kind of wild. If only I could read what you just said out loud, Doctor. Canadians don't use that. Don't use east and west as directions. Oh, is it because I said left and right? Damn, you're in Kansas? You're getting that much snow? Holy shit. I didn't realize it snowed that much. That's a lot. Or maybe it's not a lot. I have no idea. I mean, to me, that's a lot. Heated tent. That does sound clutch. Oh, wait. I got to see it, I think. Get it, Sinful, because they're all left. This much snow in Kansas is very rare. Oh, okay, so I'm not tripping. I was gonna say, that's a lot. Like, Sinful, what's the most snow you've seen? Sinful's experienced and knowledgeable. And he's old, so he's very wise. Far left Canada. Bro, Sinful will find anything I say to nitpick. I said left and right, and he's like, what, they don't use east and west? They don't have a fucking compass? Like, what's up, Bueller? You think they're stupid? Like, but yeah, Sinful, what is the thickest or tallest snow you've seen? Or most snow? I don't even know how to ask that question. I'm so southern. Jack said, we dumb and live in igloos. Facts, bro. Y'all are. Penguins as pets. I've seen mad snow, but the last few years it's been pretty weak. Global warming or some shit. I seen mad snow. I've seen snow with rabies, man. Trimming on puts. Good shit, Mel. Damn. Oh, yo, my bad. I forgot there were people in Discord, too. Ron said Silo, Severance, and Ozark. What is Silo? Silo. Is it a movie or a show? It looks like a show. Whoa, it's got the chick from 007. Oh, it's on Apple TV. That's why I've never heard of it. Bro, I swear, there's so many good things on Apple TV. But who the hell owns it? Actually, a lot of people own it, because they probably give everybody, like, a free month. Let's see. What is this about? Oh, in a ruined and toxic future, a community exists in a giant underground... Well, I kind of already like this. This sounds like that movie, but in a show. And they weren't in a silo, but it kind of looked like one. Oh wait, VidBinge. Yeah, what am I talking about? Okay, Silo sounded kind of decent. Severance. I think, didn't Jay say that one too? Oh, it's got that guy from Step Brothers. Okay, it's probably worth a watch just because he's in it. Damn, y'all actually gave some pretty fire recommendations today. I don't know what was in the water or what, but pretty good recommendations today. The new Dune show. Oh, I did see it. I mean, I didn't watch it. I mean, I saw it was there. Narcos. Oh yeah, I have heard Narcos is really good. I haven't heard a single bad thing about Narcos. That needs to be on the list. Garden Trader with a banger post. I like what she said here. She said, targets are possible pivot points. That's why we shouldn't hold through them. Think about that. They're possible pivot points where something can change directions. So why would we hold through them? Good point. I didn't need to repeat it 3 times, but I wanted to. Damn, the chat's got some gains in here. Y'all are just killing it. And nobody's holding your hand. You're doing it all on your own. Old people cooked on Apple shorts. Sinful, just like not hiding it. Dude, you can watch it on that thing I sent you. I probably will on some of the Apple TV stuff because that's crazy. I also just don't feel like paying for Apple TV again. I think I did it once to watch like a couple things and then I never did it again and I was just tired of going back and forth for it. They're like the Nintendo of like video games. Like they have some really cool titles. Everyone knows their name because they're super, like everybody knows who they are. But they're so limited and cut off from everybody. It's on purpose for money, of course. So, you know, can't bash them for wanting to make money, but damn. Be a little bit more open source. Like, it'd be cool if Netflix, I mean, they already do this to some extent, but I wish there was like a major level they did this at. But like, they need to rotate titles of movies and shows out better than they do now. They only do it like for certain names, right? But they need to be doing it for everything. I don't know. There needs to be some sort of like commission board made for this. They rotate out the movies and shows into like other, like Apple goes to Netflix, some shit from Roku goes to Apple, some shit from Netflix goes to Hulu, you know, Disney, blah blah blah. All of them combined into one, and they rotate stuff out. Like that would be cool. I would pay for that. But that'll never happen. I didn't watch the whole game, but I did watch part of it, Maddie, the Sunday game. I did. Andrew said, in one Apple call. It's because I said Apple TV. He said, my bad, spy. Wait, how'd you type? Yeah. I'm restarted. Oh, God. All 3 of those messages are golden. No, respect. He couldn't type the other word. In one Apple call, and then I was literally gonna be like, how did you mix Apple into, or spy into Apple? I'm restarted. God, that reminded me of the thing Sinful sent me. Yeah, man, I told you, man, fuck the Vikings. Lions are the team to look out for. I don't care about that Vikings record, bro. The Lions are the NFC team to look out for. Y'all are lucky, man. McCaffrey is not him this year, so that's the NFC team to look out for. Without McCaffrey propping up the 49ers, man, it's probably going to be Lions Super Bowl versus most likely the Chiefs unless somebody can somehow stop them. Which I don't know if Lamar can do it. I would want Lamar to do it if the Texans can't. But I'm trying to be realistic here. And sad to say this, but I don't think anybody's stopping the Chiefs and if they get to the Super Bowl. So I would really just love anyone to stop them. Anybody but the Chiefs. I'll literally support them. I've been saying for years though the Lions are a team to look out for in the NFC. That team is devious. I love that coach too. Y'all have one of the coolest coaches in the entire NFL. Bro, it's the fucking Chiefs. They don't need to stop the Lions. They don't need to stop anyone. They just need to score. That's their entire game plan. I want the Lions to win if the Chiefs go to the Super Bowl. Honestly, it would be cool. Like I said, it would just be cool to see anybody but the Chiefs win. In the scenario where the Lions somehow win, in a scenario where the Ravens win, Texans win, I do not care. Anybody but Patrick Mahomes, bro. The Vikings do always know how to fail. They're always such a beast, like randomly, and they just can never finish. Good on them though for kicking out them and the Lions. Honestly, they have some insane records this year. Exactly, Maddie. They have the Zebras on their team. The Zebras are basically catch-up fans with Patrick Mahomes, dude. I'm fumbling through that sentence, but you get the point. Nah, dude, screw the Chiefs. Chiefs fans have been eating as good as the Warriors fans. Like, it is just insane. Just when you thought when Tom Brady retired we wouldn't have another era for a while, we get stuck into another one. Damn, nice VC. Good shit, dude. Round of applause for you. Champ. No chump, just champ. Alright guys, well we are getting closer to noon. I think I'm going to end the stream here. This went a lot longer than I intended though. I was trying to keep it informative and short. I was going to do like 2-hour stream. Here we are, almost 3.5 hours in. I've been randomly hitting 3.5 hours a lot lately. But guys, I will see you in tomorrow's stream, hopefully. Unless, like, you know, my house blows up. But should be fine on that end. And, yeah. See if we can get some trades in. If I catch any swings, I'll post it in the premium part where premium and lifetime can see. And, yeah. I'll see you guys later. If I have any more updates, I'll drop them in the trade floor as well. If you guys have any updates or anything you need to post in chat, please do so. We have the post charge channel. Mainly for people who post like stationary posts that aren't going to be moving too much. It's mainly for macro. Or just kind of, you know, pre-market planning. But trade floor is cool to post in too. Results in review, please guys keep it short and sweet. But please let us know, why are you in your trade? Why are you out of it? You know, why'd you get in? Why'd you get out? It's not really just for us, it's for you as well. Just so you can kind of out loud explain, why am I doing the things I'm doing? Because again, you kind of need to understand what you're doing when you're doing it, so you know what you want to do moving forward. You have a better chance of not just understanding you better and what you're trying to do, but have more trust and confidence in it. You know, it's not just about understanding and being smart and all that crap. It's genuinely about being able to have confidence in what you're trying to do. But yeah, thank you guys again. Thank you for the long, well, not really that long of a stream, but pretty long stream. A lot of information in it. I mean, every stream we do this, so if you guys ever have time, try to take your time and go through some of the streams and just see what we talk about, the way we talk about things, when we're breaking towards levels or moving through levels. Sometimes we're just sitting here having fun, though, chilling out. But yeah, I'll see you guys later on. Thank you guys again for the likes on the stream and everything, all the support. I'll see you guys, though, and yeah, see you guys in the Discord.